Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another exciting edition of Lysanya's Lounge. I'm Lysanya, not Lysanya, bringing you Sass RPG Volume 2.5 here today. Big thanks to everybody tuning in on the live stream right here on twitch.tv/thatLysanyaGuy. Also, a big thanks to everybody tuning in on the replay, both on YouTube and on Twitch. Of course, we are starting a little bit early here today. A little bit early, of course, by starting a little bit early, that means we get the shenanigans out of the way and start on time. All part of the plan, right? All part of the plan. Because, of course, it is. We're going to get started here in just a moment. What on earth are they rolling? They're rolling weird stuff in chat now. My goodness. Okay, let's go see what they're rolling here. Let's see what they're up to.
That means you can get like 4 of those and strapped onto one stick that just pulls the trigger and just shoot 4 at a time.
Or you can dual wield with them.
I would fucking let that happen. Because you know what's really funny about that? Is that both of your hands are busy. Somebody comes up in melee range of you.
You can still use improvised weapons.
Yeah, you can. It doesn't make the weapon.
No, Mr. Bumblebee, stop banging into my window.
It gives your weapon a boost to its shots, but I want to watch you try and do any kind of damage with a hand crossbow to the side of a terrace.
If I'm bringing hand crossbows to a terrace, then I need to be shot.
It depends on whether or not.
With that same hand crossbow? Yes.
I'm sorry, what?
I like the idea they got with the battlesmith, but I feel like they're,
You mean marginally better ranger?
What?
You mean marginally better beastmaster?
The fuck?
That's what I saw when I saw it compared. It has a lot more in the terms of features, and it definitely does the job better. And I've read a lot of people saying that kind of just illustrates what's wrong with Beastmaster.
I mean, they just give you your construct back that the original Artificer had in this.
But now, Beastmaster gives you an L that cuts out anyone's eyes it hits.
But, I feel like it started out, though, like a Forge Cleric, and then slowly started becoming more of a... It's obvious that they want to make the Artificer class, though, a companion class.
I'm really mad on that.
It doesn't bother me that much because that makes 2 companion classes.
Like, the point I want to make on it.
Yeah, really.
The point I want to make on it. Okay? Yes, I like the option. I'd also like the option to not have to rely on a companion. Because Alchemist and the Alchemical Homunculus, I'd greatly prefer the original Alchemist they had. Yes. Artillerist, I love if they just remove the wand crafting, because it's stupid.
All right,
I mean, the wand crafting gives it some
guys.
stuff it needs.
Let's bring this in a little bit, shall we?
Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
No, we're going to war. We need our red flags for the revolution.
One of you is getting a red flag, one of you is getting a green flag.
Alright, King, you can hold the white one.
What if I want a purple one?
But in what order? Are we Mexico or...
Did you just fucking call me French?
Yes.
Fucking fight me.
Oh, we're holding it in that order. I thought we were going to go the other way around and have the eagle with the snake in its mouth. Anyway. Viva la Mexico!
What are you talking about, Baron?
All we need to do is ask
Viva la
Ataya
Mexico!
All we need to do is ask Ataya to have a flying speed.
I don't think Ataya wants any part in this nonsense.
Yes, she
Probably
does.
not.
She totally does.
Well, the DM said yes, it's canon.
I feel like that's a big red line, though.
But
you get control of everything as long as not the players. Once
good
you
news.
cross it, then it's like crossing the Rubicon, and then we go to war.
Good news.
Go ahead,
Good news. You don't have a white flag, King Sanya.
Thank you.
You have a black flag
Yar.
of murder death.
Yar har diggity doo.
I was thinking pirate, but okay.
That works too.
Yo ho, yo ho.
You do you.
We're all beneath the black flag.
You
So
could have
much
had you could have had 1,000 ninjas hidden in that flag, but go on. It's a pirate flag. Sure.
Ninjas
Can
are
that
just
hang on. If we lay that pirate flag on the ground, does it turn into a portable hole? This is an important question.
additionally ninjas are just
Make-
rogues that needs honor.
Make an insight check.
I'll fucking do it too.
Do it.
Inside check on the flag. It appears to be a flag, coaxing you closer. That's the flag.
I want to know what you rolled.
Stupid seductive flags. Let's see. That's a 12. That's a 14 total.
14 total. You know, I'm sure if you jump from a really high enough point, I'm sure you can make it a hole.
I mean, hey,
So we
I
were
wanna see
sleeping
that
in
now.
it's still
So we were
warm.
resting
Yes.
Wise words from
in
the
a
DM.
castle or in a tower.
Tower,
Mhm.
yes. You were resting.
Did we
in
ever
the-
find the deed?
No. No, there is no deed here. You searched high and low, and there was no deed. Let's get to the last time. Hey, guys, by the way, the DM had a plan here this time to actually
boy.
A plan.
Yes, I know, right? I actually expected that we wouldn't get started until the top of the hour and have plenty of time for shenanigans. We're early. Congrats, everybody.
See, this is exactly what I told DFJ what were happening. We were originally going to start at 3, but we need an hour of shenanigans.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Fucking called it.
Actually, only 20 minutes. I was giving you half an hour, but hey, that's over now. So hey, look at that. Hey,
Fine.
This is Sass RPG, GFJ. Just this. Just shenanigans. And occasionally adventures.
Background shenanigans. It's evolved.
Someday,
background
Someday
shenanigans
we
have
were-
evolved to foreground shenanigans.
when we're all set adrift on the sea of shenanigans, we happen to find the plot wells, and then we pass that by into more shenanigans.
The sea is a mimic.
You joke. You joke.
I can
But-
stat that out for you.
We've already had
However-
other
An
campaigns have already had a
oceanic mimic. I'm terrified.
I had a bridge mimic. So
Yeah, you did.
Oh, I'm already converted that to 5e. I have already converted the bridge mimic to 5e.
And I see the stats for it.
But does it have a bridge troll on it? Or
No.
in front of it?
No, it was
Oh,
over.
you think that's a troll, but that's actually its tongue just standing up.
Fantastic. Well done.
That's just one of the pseudopods, that's all.
Well done. All right. Last time on Sass RPG 2.5, because we dropped the night because it's day, and at some point day will drop to night. But hey, who cares? Hey, guess what? Y'all killed some polluting wizards, or at least you think they're polluting wizards.
Well, we
They
killed
fit the
one.
bill.
Agnes was
You killed-
taking a nap.
You killed one. You insisted that the other take a quick nap. And
Yeah.
by you, I mean Croesus. On both
Croesus
accounts. Croesus did carry. Croesus carried inside a hamster ball.
That's besides the point.
No, I'm pretty sure that's part of the point.
No,
Uh,
no.
See, Croesus did the gentlemanly rage afterwards. He politely informed the wizards that he was going to rage, and then proceeded to murder Face with a bookcase.
Can confirm.
I had a counter spell war, which was hard.
Yeah, that was fun. But yeah, one of them
I
is
didn't.
dead. The other one is unconscious and taking a
You
nice nap.
stabilized.
And everybody else
Yeah, I
is...
stabilized him.
Yeah, everybody's okay in the party. So, let's see. Magnus was not here last time, so Magnus will have to bring you back into the group here in a bit. But for the 4 of you who are in the tower, you took a short rest to end the session, and we are now here 6 minutes early. Congratulations, we're starting early.
And I'm making it known that I am activating Lakeen Mind and putting all of these notes and research materials to memory. They will be mine. Toggles King. Yes, I have to toggle it occasionally because there's some things I just don't want to have scarred into my brain.
Keen mind. Activate.
All I can say is Sam Fisher goggles. I have nothing further.
Okay. Okay.
Warlock Sam Fisher goggles are amazing. Don't ask.
So,
Wait. Where's Peter?
didn't we go in here in the middle of the night?
We did.
Yes, it was middle of the night.
It was
Like,
towards sundown.
No, it was nighttime when you got there. It was
that's
definitely
right.
nighttime. Because you had a hard time seeing a smaller monk. Actually, no. One of you could see a smaller monk. The other two were like, "Hey, I can't see what's in front of my face." Tough look.
Yes.
I see it. That's what we'll say when we get there.
Totally see it. Absolutely. Carry on.
So, I have this crazy idea. Let's sleep here. Because I don't want to make that trek through the middle of the night, through the mountains.
Have we cleared out the tower?
The tower is
I
secure.
mean, yes, and I can make it even more secure now that we've finished a long rest, or short rest.
By the way, there's something shiny in the other room. Looks like a teleporter.
I'm gonna walk into the other room.
It is okay. Hang on, Croesus.
You
Your character
specifically
is
said that it looks like a teleporter from
No.
one of the.
no. That's not what I said.
It looks like a
Like a
disc.
tensor.
It was.
floating
It was. You would have seen this before. It's a disc. It's a flying disc. You've seen one of
No.
your party members cast it before, Croesus.
No, that's right. Sorry, I meant to say tensor then.
Yeah. There you go.
Do I have that spell? I do not have, damn. I was gonna see if I had the servant and have him go stand on it and see what it did. This looks interesting. How about we not touch it until after I've recovered my magic, please?
Check the room, see if there's anything in it.
You find books.
Anything else.
Is there anything else in this room other than the tensor's disc?
Perception check.
I would prefer investigation.
Let's do perception first. That's what I need.
Well,
The perception is to find the minutes. The investigation is for anything plot related.
Hey, nice.
Perception. 17. You're looking for anything else in the room?
yeah, I'm just seeing if there's anything else in the room.
There is a... So, let me give you a description of the room here first. So the room is about... It's a circular room about 10 feet in radius. The disc itself is about 10 feet diameter with 5 feet of walkway around it. The floor itself is concrete, or not concrete, but like stone kind of consistency. Just like the room, just like the library room. Let's see, what else? There are 4 torches in the room. All of them lit, so you can see very clearly in there. Let's see. The ceiling is about maybe 50 feet above you, with no discernible place for the disc to maybe either, like, you know, go up to another floor or anything like that. Doesn't look like it goes up another floor, so to speak. You can see through a tiny crack between, like, the disc itself does not meet the edge of the stone precisely. There's like a little crack that you could see below, like through, in between the disc and the walkway. It's maybe a couple of inches in length, Actually, no, not yeah. Like say 1 or 2 inches in length. You can kind of see down there. It definitely goes down beyond eyesight. And by that I mean you have the light up top, but it kind of goes down. It looks like it goes down at least. What's your vision for?
I'm
your
human.
Dark vision? You're human. Good news, you can see 60 feet with this light. But then there's like nothing. It just goes straight down, and then that's kind of you can't see further than that. You don't see a floor.
My lord?
Don't call me that.
Yes, master.
Looks at Croesus. Kill him. Not really. Just figure of speech. Goes into the room.
I give you the slyest fucking grin. I'm doing this just because you threatened me the first day. Anyway, don't you remember these notes saying something about protect the underground?
Mm-hmm.
I think this might go down. Like, more than just to the base floor.
Job might not be done then.
I think we might want to go get others, though.
Yep.
Because 2 wizards were fun and all, but if there's like 50 more down there, there's only so much I can do and I use a little minor illusion to show like the Harry Potter end of Harry Potter fight. The wands like beams connecting and exploding off of each other. There's only so much of that I can do.
I don't want to come back here and see that we're... don't want to come back here and see that we're walking into an ambush.
Well, if we can make it there and back in 12 hours, I can leave some guards and wards up for us.
Think we can make it back, but... I half want to say Croesus and I stay behind, keep an eye on it. Just to be on the safe side.
The 2 least magical people in the world. I love the idea of leaving you 2 in a mage's tower alone.
Okay, in fairness, Croesus did wreck face when he got free of the ball.
Precisely.
He was also in a ball. A hamster ball.
Which he was freed from.
Which he was freed from and proceeded to wreck faces once he was out of it.
Maybe I should be part of the group that stays behind. After all, if you're going back to town, I don't know anyone there, so it's probably better that someone who knows what they're doing heads back.
So,
I'd be useless out there.
I've got to be completely honest about something. You're also... How am I supposed to transport this one, the unconscious one, alone? Because that was the job, was to bring him back and this shit.
Load him into the cart. Drive him back.
Alarm shield protection. Going through my spells.
The reason he's saying stay behind is because he doesn't know what Guards and Wars does.
Oh, it's not actually the spell Guards and Wards. I was just going to protect it from any other wizards, like, bamfing in. The same thing I was going to do to help us sleep tonight.
Still would be helpful to know, because he doesn't know this.
Let's all make let's make ourselves a fire in the center of the library. Not a big one, just enough to warm up the place and cook some meat.
I would like to point out, for those of you in that room, which would be 4 of you, that there are working torches on the walls.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but I'm also thoroughly aggravated at this place.
Fair.
So burning their library to the ground kind of sounds like fun.
Oh,
We're
okay.
selling all that, if you recall.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I mean, we can't carry all of that back.
We got a cart.
We do, but you've also got to remember we've got to have a place to keep the unconscious body and the dead body and a place for us to ride, as I only have one horse. I can only make 2 horses effectively for us.
They can stay under the books.
That'll kill them.
One of them won't care. One of them won't care. The other one we can lay on top.
Alright, so I'm gonna, thanks to Arcane Recovery, my dudes, I'm going to do this. We are sleeping here tonight.
We're popping Private Sanctum, okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
Sorry,
Okay.
for 24 hours. Everything's going to become foggy at the edges of this. I'm choosing every single one of these.
You're choosing the entire room, basically?
I'm making the entire room, and I'm choosing every one of the options, because I don't want anything happening to us.
I will point out that the room is slightly bigger than 100 feet.
I mean, that's fine.
You can get almost all the room. You can get all but about a 5-foot edge of the room.
Cool, that's where I'm going to put my Lehman's tiny hut then to sleep.
Okay. So yeah, you'll get the entire top to bottom. You won't get all left to right. You'll get everything but 5 feet on the edges. That is in place. So you are good there. Just to confirm, no sound in or out, or just out.
No sound out. No divination magic. No teleportation. No planar travel. And it looks nice and foggy.
No divination. No.
No teleporting in of the warded area, and planar travel is blocked within the warded area.
Okay. Okay, hang on. Okay, proceed.
By the way, this is what I was talking about. People can't spy on us while we're in here. It lasts for 24 hours. People can't teleport into this area. People can't do planar magics to get into this area.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this is the kind of protections I can leave up for 24 hours in this specific room.
Okay.
Valdir.
Alright. To start, I still want to take a quick nip down over towards that pit. Something just to guard it, just in case.
I can
Or at
set
least to
this
see
up
where it
down
goes
there tomorrow. Actually, I can set it up over the pit tomorrow if you would like.
I'll appreciate it. I'll take that.
But now I'm going to go to bed. Because that was quite literally my last spell slot of the day.
I'll get some rest then. While he's doing that, Valdir is actually going to take one of the torches off the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of just checking, is it wide enough between the disc and the hole to fit the torch in?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Distance between disc and hole. Can it fit a torch?
It's about 2 inches, so no.
Got it. Never mind.
You could drop a much smaller object down the hole, but not the size of a torch.
Got it.
I
No.
have a question.
Yes.
Where am I?
You're still at the university, but we're going to get to you in just a moment.
Okay.
Basically, we spent a day traveling to this place, so you have a day to yourself, or a day to catch up.
If he's made aware where we went. Or we would have told him.
I mean, he was here when we got this job.
Yeah, he would be aware. He would have just been not...
Part of the initial... Yeah.
Yeah. He would have been busy, occupied doing other things.
He went back
Research.
to find his college textbooks.
No, he was busy doing research on the his new research materials that he got on the ship. Remember?
He went back for his sentai. Got it.
Wow.
You filthy heathen! I always carry a
You filthy heathen, I love it.
The barbarian has been called a filthy heathen. Proceed.
Is out counter. Proceed.
Hey, Croesus.
Mm.
Before we go to bed, think you'd shove a couple bookshelves in front of this door?
Alright.
I'm assuming it's the other door. Is that correct? Or which door?
Yes. The door that leads to the elevator.
Oh, okay. That door.
Yes, that door.
That would be easy enough. Croesus would be able to...
If anyone was asleep, they are not anymore. Stop.
You sons of
Stop.
bitches.
Stop.
Yeah, they make a... I mean, they take a while to get over there. I mean, they're really big bookcases. They take a while. They make the most awful scratching sounds as you push them across the ground. As you can't really pick them up because they almost touch the ceiling to begin with.
Are
So you
they
have to
wooden?
scoot 'em- Huh?
Are they like wooden or metal?
Well, they're mostly wooden,
I see.
but and there's some splinters that come off.
I see. Alright.
Yeah, and when I say awful scratching sounds, I mean like the breaking of wood and whatnot.
That's fine. That's fine.
Can't take them with us.
Yeah. You get the book. You get a couple of bookcases in front of the door. Takes you about 10-15 minutes, but yeah, you'll get them there.
Yeah. Did well listen well enough. Alright. Valdir's gonna take his rest then.
Okay. And Remy's also taking rest at this point. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Croesus, what are you doing?
Well, both doorways seems to be secure. Therefore, takes the rest.
Okay. And who are we missing? We are missing...
GFJ.
Yes, we are.
I ask if you want me to take the first one.
Philnon, what are we doing?
Oh, we're fine in here. You can just sleep.
Alright, I still a bit worried.
So just to confirm, everybody is falling asleep. Is that correct?
Oh shit! I should probably pop the spell card so I remember that I did it. I'm gonna take 10 minutes because spell slot loss, and do that for us.
Okay. Tiny hut, of course.
We still have two
Oh,
doors.
the tiny hut. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
We still
One
have-
door is blocked up.
and the tiny hut is up against the other door. So if anybody wants to walk in, it's just gonna be the door is just gonna be hitting the hut. Bonk,
Sorry,
bonk, bonk.
Liz, can you bring up the room again?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I can.
But I was busy writing TPK.
This door, bookcases.
Yep.
But we still have that door and that door.
I'm sorry, you were saying something about busy writing what now? TPK?
I think there was only one door over here.
No.
There was.
There was one door
Yeah.
over here, and the other door is over here. This is a fake door. Don't worry about that door.
Okay.
This is an actual
then-
door.
And so is that door blocked off at all?
No, it is not.
My tiny hut is gonna go right there.
These breakaways show the bookcases that we moved over there. I assume that we moved this one and that one.
I mean, you can move whichever ones you want. That's perfectly fine. You've moved these two bookcases over here. They've gone over here. They've gone over yonder.
Either way, both doors are sufficiently blocked.
Yes.
Okay. If they're
As I
briefcases-
put my hut right here on this door. So literally the door can't pass through the hut, so it's just thunk thunk.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll spend the night resting and meditating then.
Okay. And just to confirm, the hut is here. Is that correct?
Yep, right up against the door.
Fantastic. So you've got about 110 feet to the door, and it's going to be, oops, hang on. 110 feet to the door, which means about 120 to the desk. Okay, very good. Very good. That's going to switch us over to
Magnus.
Magnus. Oops, not that one. This one.
Hello.
Hello, Magnus.
Hi.
Hey, so you are currently back at the university.
Okay.
I would assume that you are doing some important research on some important research materials. Would that be a fair statement?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. At which point, let's see. Give me just for style points. Whatnot. Give me an investigation check, if you would, please,
Absolutely.
on your research materials. You know,
Excellent.
the things that you picked up along the way. We'll see if you learn any. Natural 20!
I'd applaud, but it wouldn't come off well over Mike.
You have become the sniper of the mind.
Well, I can
I
can tell you some important properties about the things that you picked up.
Excellent.
For one, they're very poisonous. I mean, pollution will do that, you know.
As suspected.
As suspected, yes. But you could actually tell the exact properties of what is potentially affecting Marassi with your investigation, which may help with Marassi's recovery.
That's very good.
Yes. Also of note, with that natural 20, refresh my memory.
Of course.
Were you in the back at the Night of Masks? Where were you immediately prior to the guard fight?
Oh.
Boat.
Yeah, he was on the
I
ship.
was on the ship, wasn't I? Yeah.
You were on the ship. Okay.
But you did scout with
Aeon.
Neon.
Did scout with Aeon. Okay. Oh, you saw the scrolls, right? The ones that Marassi gave you? Did you see those or no? I can't remember if you did or not. I'm trying to piece together what you have and haven't seen, basically.
Yeah, and
During the interrogation, what did she hand you?
During the interrogation of the the prisoner we brought from the
Yeah,
from
because
Proxima?
yeah,
that was me.
Oh, that was you. Okay, so you just grabbed Magnus. You just grabbed the other tentacle that was in there, correct?
oh yeah, I chopped off a bit and took it with me. with
Okay.
one in my eye.
Which was
Okay.
the funniest freaking thing. I'm singing horribly too. The Magnus just walks in. La-di-da.
La-di-da, chops off half a tentacle, and goes on about his business. Actually,
That's
that
Keaton, whoever.
just added to the ambiance right there. Okay, so actually, you would not have any other information other than assisting in Rossi's recovery.
Okay.
Also, you would be able to tell that those other two fish that you got from the general store.
Yeah.
Number one, I'm afraid to tell you they're not tentacles. And number two, they're afflicted by the same type of pollution poison as the tentacles. And on top of that, those fish. How do I put this? Actually, I can't. You don't have those types of thing. You don't have that type of thing, so you can't check that. But with those fish, you would be able to tell that these fish have been poisoned for a long, long time. And that they looked like they were probably on the edge of death even before they were fished out.
Okay.
Which is probably why he gave them to you for free and wanted them gone.
If I kept them any longer, they'd turn into more fish.
Or they just turn into a pile of sludge.
Sludge first, then the sludge will multiply.
Yes, and that's
Do you
how
want
Jubilex
slimes?
was made.
Because that's how you get slimes.
Or Jubilex, however you say his name.
See, this is how we got into this predicament to begin with.
Correct.
Not to mention the fact that I have two party members probably trying to actively kill each other. I'm sorry, what?
Wait, who? When?
Nothing?
Nothing.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The poison.
What? Marasi and Valdir?
Not trying to
'Cause
kill each other.
I side with Marasi on that one. I think Valdir will die.
It's a murder relationship there.
It is
Yes.
a murder mystery. The only question is, which party
Who
members
dies first?
Who dies first? Anyway, proceed. What are you going to do with this information, Magnus?
Well, the obvious decision is to keep to myself and not tell anyone. I mean, tell it to anyone who needs it, of course. So,
Somewhere Croesus is frowning. You could have sold it for profit.
I don't need to sell it. Barely need money as it is.
I would have sold it because I need money to start copying spells from their freaking library.
Oh shit, you're right.
Wait a minute. Remy's the one that's saying you should have sold it. Oh my goodness. Croesus.
Damn straight, I worked for a guild. I'm a guild artist and nothing I did was for free.
Let's
So-
think about that later.
Serving your lord is not free?
Hell no.
I slowly shift towards Naura.
Oh, Valdir doesn't want Remy here, period.
If Valdir treats Remy poorly, the next time a wizard decides he's gonna shit on him, Remy's gonna keep that counter spell to himself.
Righto. So Magnus, you're heading to the medical ward then, I would assume.
Yes.
In which I can imagine a wild Magnus running through the hallways,
Papers and scrolls in hand and
just
maybe a little bit
flopping
of
them
alchemy.
about. I have come across a discovery of a lifetime.
Well,
Or maybe
rediscovery.
Rediscovery of maybe the or at least today's discovery.
I'm sure.
Let's roll. Let's for kicks. Let's roll a d20.
Oh boy.
16. Hey, you ran into Ned.
Hey, look, it's you again.
Magnus. What's going on? It seems like you have discovered something.
Nice segue. Yes, I've decided to stay behind, do a little bit more research, and I think I might have found something to aid in Ross's recovery.
Oh, do tell.
Well, it's more of an in-practice thing. I'm mostly certain it'll work, but it needs a test, of course. I had some mutated fish, but yeah, seeing as they were already dead and mostly decayed, it's not great.
I mean, if you can
I
get...
can show you my papers, and if you want to cross-reference things,
Yes.
fine.
Yes, please.
Yes, of course. Here, let's sit.
Okay. And he reviews the papers with you. Takes about a few minutes. Actually, no, it's going to take about half an hour for these papers. Yes, this does seem consistent with prior findings, but something is peculiar. Could I see one of those dead fish, please?
I was about to throw them out, I guess. I opened the, bag I was carrying with me that had the fish in it?
Yeah.
Is that the same bag that you keep your books in?
No, of course it isn't.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It totally is.
No.
It's not.
There's precious paper in there, good sir.
Roll for persuasion against the DM.
Roll for deception. I'm gonna roll insight on that check.
There is no deception here, good sir. Absolutely none.
I roll 14. Are you telling the truth?
Of course I am, good sir. How can I be at even a little bit of... I fucked it, damn it.
That's okay. That's okay. He begins to examine the fish. This is unusual.
What have you found?
Well, I've got some good news and I've got some bad news for you. Good news, though, this actually confirms what I was originally thinking it was, but I didn't want to, share this because I didn't know if it would, if the doctors would try to do something irrational with the information. The bad news is, well, these fish are burning up from the inside.
Yes.
I mean literal body temperature burning up from the inside.
Well, they're dead.
Well, yes, and dead fish normally don't have body temperature that's, well, here. And he takes a knife and he cuts one up, fillets it right down the middle, opens it up. Why don't you touch there and see what happens?
Well, I don't really want to, for obvious reasons.
He puts he takes he gets a, let's see, what can he put there?
Piece of paper.
You know what? Fine, a half piece of parchment, and puts it on the innards of the fish. It lights on fire.
Goodness.
He puts
me
it
and
out.
Magnus are going to have a very fun conversation when we get back.
Right.
The good news is that with this finding, we know exactly what the problem is. We can fix this. We can fix it before it affects Marasi.
Oh, she's going to have to get her stomach pumped.
OOC, no.
More than that.
OOC, no. Good news, we can fix this. It's gonna take about a day or two. But we can permanently purge whatever poison is in her system.
That's good. Do you know of anyone else that's had this affliction? Anyone that's come by here looking for similar treatment?
Not anyone that's survived, unfortunately. There were a couple of people. But one of them was already dead. when they got here. The other one was, well, let's just say they were mostly dead, and death was pretty much a salvation for them at that point.
What a shame. But do you think it would be a good idea to try and produce a small backlog of potential remedies and tinctures to hopefully...
Yes, that is part of the plan here, but we do need to make sure that we need, unfortunately, to confirm that everything works. I hate to say it, but we will have to... Final trial will have to be Marasi, but we should be able to confirm that it works before even reaching that point. Just a formality.
Oh, of course. Well, whatever needs to be done.
Yes, listen, like I said, it's gonna take a day or two. Would you mind if I take these materials and we can get started on this immediately?
Oh, of course. Just put my name at the bottom of the finalized papers.
Of course. You are the. Yes. He actually does that in front of you.
Yes, very kind. Thank you.
GG.
I love you, Magnus, so much. You're just so great.
I certainly try my best.
I imagine you got like a deadly cold stare when you said that too. Like, just to put my name at the bottom.
Actually, of all the people in this university, there's only Ned and one other person would be the ones that would screw Magnus the least trying to steal the research and whatnot. The two of them would never actually try to steal it from Magnus.
I like how you said screw
This whole
Magnus
thing
the
is
less.
actually an important plot point for me, at least.
The most that they would do is the worst that they might try to do is co-sign it.
I mean, that's fine. I just...
Yeah. And that's for the application portion of it. That would be for the application portion of it as opposed to the theoretical portion of it.
Of course, I didn't make anything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the worst that they would do. And
Listen, all Magnus has to do is co-sign his cat. It's fine.
Oh, let's not go off on a tangent here.
That's a real thing that happened.
I would like to point out this is the exact RPG for going off on tangents. Oh, okay.
I'm sad that y'all missed it. Anyway.
Did you do a reference?
I did. You'll miss it. I'm sad. Moving on. It's too late. The moment has passed.
We're too young for your references. I'm sorry.
Actually, no, you're not. Not for the one I did. Anyway, moving on. Before I go, I think your friends, you might want to check with, he kind of laughs. You remember our special scout friend, the one that thinks he's a fabulous dwarf?
Yeah?
OOC, you would know.
Yeah, I know him.
You might want to go take a visit with. I think your friends might have gone and done something a little crazy. You might want to go check up on them or something. I don't know. I mean, you know.
They left without me.
Yeah, they might have left without you, but
I mean, I should have expected it. I was spending like 3 days here, locked away in an office.
A day. You rolled that 20 a day.
Time goes weird when you're at your own devices.
This is fair. This is very fair.
Are you saying you lost track of a single day? Oh, I see. It's sun up today. Oh, I see. It's sundown.
Have you never done that?
It is.
King, have you never fallen asleep like in the middle of the day and woken up and be thoroughly confused? Like,
No, because
what day
I
is
don't
it?
nap.
God, what day is it? Did I sleep
Buddy,
through all of history?
Buddy, I've woken up from the night going through that.
It's really bad if it's like right at midnight and you're like, what fucking day? Shit, it's 12 o'clock the next day? Did I sleep for 24 hours? Damn it.
10 out of 10. The worst I have done was slept for 13 hours when I meant for 8. And that was before the night before the first one shot that I did with you guys, so you're well aware of what happened there.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, moving on. Moving on.
Yes, moving on. So yes, Magnus.
Mhm.
With this new information, what are we doing?
Well, hopefully applying it to Ross's case before it gets any worse. Or...
Well, yeah, you that's already been sorted. Yeah.
Well, okay, good. Well, y'all left me behind, so I won't know how to get all the way over there.
Remember what Ned said.
Fabulous dragon dwarf.
You're batshit insane dragon dwarf.
Your buddy. That guy. Your pal.
Your guy.
I'm not your
Not
pal,
being
buddy.
helpful.
Not your buddy, guy.
We've sought out a guide that thinks he's a dragon to take us somewhere.
No, he doesn't think.
No, he
is
thinks he's a dwarf.
He's a dragonborn who thinks he's a dwarf.
Yes.
Wait,
You're in.
what are these? Oh,
Give me 1 second while I scroll up the entire chat log to find his fucking name.
I'm playing another campaign with a full human that thinks he's a full orc.
And I'm playing a game, and I'm running a Tuesday game with a tiefling who thinks they're an orc and a half-elf that's turning into a dragonborn.
Fucking hell.
Okay, is the half elf a sorcerer?
No.
Okay.
Yes, technically.
Technically, okay. So then
They're
that
a
makes
Sorlock,
sense. Okay.
but they're not a dragon blood sorcerer.
Oh, well then that's different.
It's shenanigans with reincarnate.
Oh.
It's the Blade Blast reincarnate.
G fucking G.
That was the fight. So
I'm very sorry, I have no idea who you're trying to reference.
you would know this person. He is a special boy.
Well, Arcana doesn't. Anymore.
Arcana doesn't. Oh no, Arcana doesn't. Magnus does, but Arcana doesn't. Basically,
Great.
TLDR scouting department, or the guide department, the place where you can go to get a guide for research and things and stuff and whatnot. Guide into the mountains.
Okay.
Well, initiative,
I guess I'll just go over there.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
7 hours war, Phantom Steve.
I'll go
Strong.
that direction and hope I get directed somewhere.
Oh yeah, you would know exactly where the department is.
His name is Strom, just Storm spelled incorrectly.
Strom. Yes, that's correct.
Strom. Okay.
Strom.
He's Stromman.
You get there easily enough. Takes you only a few minutes to get there.
Okay. I assume there's like an office with.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes, there's an office where there is a receptionist up front.
Okay, can I knock on the desk? Seeing as I'm a bit short.
Well, sure, but if you've walked in, you've been noticed by the receptionist. Oh, good afternoon. Well, let's say it's around midday. Ah, good noon. How are you? How can I help you?
I am part of an adventuring party, and they seem to have gone elsewhere without me. I've been told that there was a guide here that was waiting for me.
Would you be able to describe the ones that you were with?
Yes, and
Tall and angry, medium and normal, and short and annoying.
I wanted to create something clever, but
Do it. Do it. No.
Do it. No, do it.
Do it.
Oh, okay.
Do it. Describe him.
Shit. How do I
That scares me.
You have minor illusion.
No, I don't.
You don't? I thought you've used it before.
What warlock goes without minor illusion?
No, I have prestidigitation.
Oh, you have presto. Okay. I could have swore you had minor illusion. Never mind. Go ahead. No, sorry for interrupting you.
No, you're fine. You're fine. No, just to look at all of you. Sort of a tall, dragonborn-y fellow. There's. This one guy. He just looks like he has none of it all the time. His name's Valdir. Maybe I mentioned his name a couple times. Oh, and there's this much shorter human who's always following him around.
She kinda just like, I'll be right back. And she kind of walks towards the back, takes a left. You can't see where she's going though.
I didn't do a very good job, did I?
And she comes back out a couple minutes later with, you swear to God, the tallest dragonborn you've ever seen. Taller than Smiles, taller than anyone you've ever seen before.
Huh.
I see you've been looking for someone. Or should I say, a group of people.
Okay.
No, that's being said to you by the tall.
I'm sorry. Say it again.
I see you're looking.
So sorry.
I see you're looking for a few people.
Yes, they left here without. Who are you?
My name's Strom.
Strom. Okay.
Yes. Only the best dwarven guide
meet
this. Only the best dwarven guide this side of the world.
Well, hopefully your reputation precedes you. Do you know where they went?
The perception check.
Glint in his eyes.
Perception check, just because. 13, good enough. You can see just kind of just a subtle head shake and a smirk when you say your reputation precedes you from the receptionist.
What? You have to make him competent.
Oh, he's competent.
No, not competent, but confident.
Confident, yes. Confident. Competence breeds confidence. We're going with it, moving on.
So, Magnus, are you looking for someone?
Yes, my traveling party. They went off somewhere without me.
You said one of them was a, You said one of them was a, wee little fella, huh?
Short. It's kind of skinny, yeah. No, definitely not as short as I am, and I'm craning my neck to look straight up.
Yes, I think one of them would have. I think one of them mentioned you. I know exactly where they went, and I can take you to them.
Ah, glorious.
It's going to take us about. It's going to take us about a day, but yeah, we can get there.
No problem.
Great. There is the small fee, of course.
What do I owe you?
Not much, just the standard. By the way, are you a are you on a job or a university grant or anything like that?
Yes.
Was Still am a little bit, sometimes.
One moment, please. Whose project are you working on?
Well, for a time I was working on my own. In fact, I am working on still a few of my own projects.
Right, but who's your sponsor?
Ned.
His name is Ned, I'm pretty sure.
Ned. He starts thumbing through a book. Ned. Oh, that crazy old basket
Yes,
of fun.
of course.
Yes. Slams the book. No,
Oh.
I'm not helping that kook.
Would you help me instead?
That depends. What are you doing?
Hoping to reunite myself with my traveling partner, of course. And
20 gold.
else. Bad blood, I see.
And you hear the secretary clearing her throat. Don't you think the standard rate would apply here? He just sighs. He's like, fine. 10 gold.
Fine. If it makes you feel better, I'll feed you on the way.
The DM smiles.
I'm sure the
Magnus,
Dragonborn
you're
smiles
not,
as
are
well.
you?
The DM smiles. You're an
What?
evil
I
bastard.
have food. I can bring it.
You're an evil bastard, and I love it. Persuasion check on the food.
Does it appear to be tentacle?
It's not. God damn. No.
He's
I
gonna
wasn't
feed him
him.
fish. Perfectly
Oh.
healthy fish.
I was not.
It's not. No. He's marketing it and he's testing the market for that fish. You see, it's self-cooking.
God damn it.
Am I wrong? Am
Yes.
I wrong?
It's the
Yes.
it's
If
the
that was their
It's-
motive, then
it's the fish that microwaves itself.
Yeah, they wanted to make the first microwavable dinners, guys. That was the goal of this the whole time.
God damn it, we're
We
gonna be
just want
rich.
their-
We have the research notes.
We do.
No, you
We're
don't.
gonna be.
No,
We
you
have the
don't.
technology to sell microwavable fish.
I hate to tell you, but Ned has the research notes.
Not yet, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does. Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't.
I gave him my stuff.
He.
Published.
Did you at least patent it first?
Hey, Ned's only got part of this stuff. We still have all of the notes on what they were using to make certain things.
We can cut him
We
at
might not-
2%.
Also,
I'm
we
glad-
can kill Ned if it comes down to it.
No, I like that.
We will collapse the entire college on his head. It was an accident. Freak natural disaster.
I like how
Localized entirely in your kitchen.
guys, look at what our quest for microwavable fish has brought us. Ruin and death everywhere.
Sounds about right.
Sounds about like your average TV dinner right there. I see nothing wrong
Especially the ones that you currently have are the off-brand ones. They're like 99 cents that you really know you shouldn't eat, but you only have $1 and change.
Hey, my dollar store, one soul steaks.
here. No, never eat those steaks. No, trust me, don't.
I've been there. I've done it.
Don't.
Liz,
It's
I've done it because ours did too for a little while on campus.
That was great.
those things are just.
And they even had microwavable instructions. So it was perfect for my dorm room. That only had a microwave.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I was too. And so was the bathroom.
Guys, I hate to say it, but this is probably where those steaks originated. We have found the birthplace of the dollar steak.
Wait, are you saying that the steak are just reincarnated diarrhea?
No,
No.
he's saying they started from these fish, you potato.
Oh,
I like
that.
King's version better.
Okay.
I like King's version better.
I don't like either of these versions, so...
Somewhere the diarrhea mage smiles.
So Magnus is being dragged. So this literally means we're gonna wake up and run into Magnus. That's what's gonna happen.
So what's going to happen is, in your dreams, after you eat one of these fish, you're going to have a vision as you wake up, and it's going to be every one of you at the same exact time, with Magnus staring over you, going, "Hello, friend," as you wake up. I have a fantastic discovery as he shows you the tentacle that he has been experimenting on.
Surprise! I found something magnificent. This, and I wave it around violently, is not edible.
Oh god.
Are you gonna wave it around like a giant plastic? Anyway.
But we can make it edible.
Guys, I think we have to get back on the track at some point.
What track?
We have a boat, we don't use rails.
Oh, boy.
We have to find the current again. It's too windy, and he keeps smacking me with the tentacle.
Oh, my God. Oh, my.
GFJ, I apologize in advance.
All I can say
Welcome
is...
to Sass RPG.
All I can say is, fan artists, get right on that artwork. Right there.
Which one? You gave us so many horrifying images, Les.
Yes.
Diarrhea steak being eaten by tentacle-wielding mage.
Tentacle-wielding mage slapping someone else with the tentacle.
You see, it's tactical. Each one can hold a fork.
I don't even want that image, we're moving on.
Do I have
Alright.
the wrong pick on Roll20?
No, this is absolutely perfect. This is absolutely fine. I see no problem here. Anyway, moving on.
Yes, moving on.
We'll say at this point that you are paying the 10 gold. Is that correct?
I will pay him the 10 gold.
Okay. You pay him the 10 gold, and he takes you about a... We'll get back to you here in just a second, actually.
Aeon, by the way,
Oh,
where would Aeon have gone?
With you, if you
left
so
our
choose.
first grade last time I recall.
You did not declare where Aeon was, but Aeon would have been with you,
Oh, right,
assuming...
she was watching over Mercy. That's right.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. That's right. You did declare.
That was two sessions ago now.
Yes.
Well, seeing as she's doing all right, I don't think she needs much more, well, surveillance. Can I bring Aeon along with me?
Sure.
It is done.
Okay. Aeon goes with you. It's going to take 1 day. And hey, look at that. Fancy that. As we go back to the group in the tower, the long rest is complete.
Okay, combat mage or interaction mage? Go. You have 3 seconds to decide. Now,
Hybrid.
your opinion.
Hybrid.
That's even harder. King, your opinion.
Interaction.
All right. Magnus, your opinion.
Overlapping with what I don't have.
GFJ, blah.
G-Man.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
He's picking
Control
slots
mage.
today.
Yeah, I'm picking my prepared spells for the day. So control mage or combat mage.
I look at you and say, I'm a monk. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I think this is OOC.
This is
basically.
OOC because I'm like, I have a lot of spells to prepare from, and I don't know what to do.
You can tell that's OOC because he called us by our player names instead of, character names.
Okay, so this one. I'm not taking magic weapon if I'm gonna do hybrid. Then I need this. I always need to have mage armor because I'm fucking squishy. Shield. I don't need any of those. I will take this because of where we are. Let's go haste, bestow curse, counter spell, slow, and lightning bolt. Yeah, and let's go confusion. Okay,
Okay.
I'm ready for the day.
Okay. We return as 8 hours have passed and everybody is okay. Everybody gets their spell slots back. Everybody gets their health back. By the way, GFJ, if you did not do so earlier, don't forget to uncheck all your boxes where it says pass or fail with the death saves. Don't forget to uncheck those.
Yeah, I already
If you
did.
haven't, perfect. Okay.
Also, if you spend any hit dice, you get half of those back.
Thankfully, I spent exactly half of mine earlier.
10 out of 10. And
Yeah,
that
I
means-
only get. I don't get all of my hit dice back. I'm only at 7 out of 8 because I had to spend 5 to.
Okay.
Why didn't we just take the long rest instead of having a short rest then a long rest?
Because we didn't know if there was going to be other people around.
See. Don't worry about it. It's fine. We wake up. Or the hut breaks apart and then we wake up on the sounds of the spell dispelling. Whichever works.
I'm sorry, say that again?
Well, the hut is exactly 8 hours, so we either wake up or the hut just kind of dispels around us.
I'm going to say you wake up, and as you're waking up, the hut kind of dissipates around you.
Gotcha.
First things first, have the bookcases been disturbed? The ones in front of the other door.
Investigation check.
Okay.
Oh, I should have used the spell alarm. I'm such a potato. Completely forgot I had it.
It's not the best. That was an 8 plus 1? Yes.
9?
9.
9!
Correct. 9.
Can we build a treehouse, guys?
9.
Looks like everything is nothing's been disturbed. I mean, the bookcases are still there. Looks like they haven't moved. Looks like looks like everything's in order. Doesn't look like anybody's been in or out. At least not as far as you can tell.
We want to go into the other room, Crow.
I think we're gonna leave.
Alright, then.
Before that happens, passive perception for everybody in the group, please.
14.
15.
15.
Who's his highest? 15?
16.
Yep.
16. That's
Oh.
right. Because Croesus is aware of all of his surroundings at all the time.
Well, just up to
And
16.
judging by that stealth roll last session, we're all aware of his when he's surrounding us.
That doesn't mean that doesn't. Well, listen. Everybody knows where Croesus is. He is the gentlemanly barbarian that protects the group. He's a nice
money.
for money. Yes, I was going to say he's the nice one who's doing it for free right now.
Sure.
For now, the for now portion is the important bit.
So, what do I see with my 16 eyes?
Well, hold on just a moment. It's not necessarily anything that you're seeing. It might be something that you're hearing. Bear with me just a moment.
So, what do I hear with my 16 ears?
He's about to play the elevator music.
Nope.
We did tie up the living mage, which would have included binding his mouth.
He's still unconscious.
Good.
I think the correct response is SCP-1048, but
I mean, binding his mouth wouldn't help a whole lot, as I have all of his pouches
You don't know he could be a mouth
and his
mage.
spell casting.
There are some spells that don't need...
He had a spell book.
Yeah, you
There
took
are some
that,
spells...
if I remember
I
correctly.
highly doubt he is a mouth mage.
I'm just saying, you don't need to be a bard to use spells that don't need material costs.
You don't know that. He could be. You don't know that. He could be multi-classing.
Yeah.
That would be an
Catapult, for
interesting
example.
multi-class.
an NPC.
I've done it.
Mhm.
Anyway,
Can I search the room for any misc supplies such as food?
I'm sorry. Hang on.
Are there any miscellaneous supplies in the room such as food, nibbles?
No. Not that you could tell with your original searches. By the way, everybody be sure to burn one ration off, please.
Okay.
I'll do the same. Actually, no. I'm going to subtract 2 because I said I was feeding the guy.
You did, yes.
And he's going to eat my food, or else I'm going to be upset and very small.
Bear with me just one moment. I'm sorting this out.
This is my favorite thing in the world. My language list.
Just a
Hey,
few
Salakar,
languages.
there you are.
I see blind spots in your language proficiencies.
I do.
Curses
Like
in
all of the
Dwarven.
normal people.
Yeah.
All the normal people languages.
Yeah. That's the part that's
What
like,
do you mean?
that's cool.
I don't see any blind spots. Ooh, that's really fun.
I much
You
rather
don't
have
see
mine.
any blind spots. That's fantastic. By the way, those of you, actually the entire party would be able to hear this. You hear a single pair of footsteps heading up the stairs from whence you came earlier.
I activate Mage Armor.
Pop your card.
Yep. Mage Armor.
Mage armor. Okay.
Valdir has his bow out and goes into stealth.
Also,
Okay, roll
luckily,
stealth.
this activates my Arcane Ward.
Mm-hmm.
18
My ward's up.
plus a lot.
18 plus a lot. I was
18 plus 3.
about to say you're not a bard. Oh wait. No, you're
I'm
not a
not a
bard.
bard.
You're a rogue. You're not a bard.
I'm rogue.
You're not a bard. You don't get to play the plus a lot card.
Rogues are the original plus a lot card.
Right,
Because
but
rogues get their expertise at first level and sixth level.
yeah, but
6th, yeah.
Bard is like, okay, never mind. It's fine. We all know. Sorry, it's a running
Bard is
joke.
plus everything.
It's a running joke with me. 18 plus bard is still bard.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
But no, 21.
21. Okay. JFJ
it's-
get a stealth with a
I'd like
fantastic
to.
9.
I presume this bookcase is moved, but I like to be on this end of the bookcase, so that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
And if it's moved, yeah.
Okay. Anybody else going into stealth up top?
No.
Remy is not going into stealth. Is Croesus going into stealth? Everyone clearly hears a pair of footsteps, a single
Sorry.
pair of footsteps, coming up the stairs from whence you came. This direction over here.
Gotcha.
I'm just gonna back up and stand right
Okay.
here. Wand forward. It's very much a Harry Potter wand. Fight me. Anyway, wand forward and ready.
Arrow out.
Croesus is going back to the other room to check one last time, chopping the bookshelves to pieces. Okay. You quickly dispatch of the bookshelves, and I'm assuming you're opening the door now. Is that correct, Croesus? We'll do your portion first.
What in the bloody hell just happened over there?
You see Croesus murdering a bookshelf.
What the fucking...
That currently has no books in it. I mean, there are books strewn about, but no books were in the no books were harmed in the murdering of that bookshelf. Croesus, are you opening the door, or are you just murdering bookshelves? Croesus?
He's stuck to chat.
Yeah. Oh, he is literally not in here. Okay. Okay. Oh, he is literally not even in voice chat. Okay. I see the problem now.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is. Okay. Very good. Let's see.
I'll type to him. You dictate.
You open the door. You see that the room is still the room out there is still intact. It is still the same circular room with no tensor's disc floating in the middle that you can see. For those of you who are on the other side of the room, as this is happening, Remy,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
you see a pseudo dragon coming up the stairs, flying, by the way.
There's a pseudo dragon out here.
It squeaks.
And it's squeaking at me. Do I kill it?
Fuck me. No, that's
Blue dragon.
Magnus's.
Hello!
Speaking of which, Magnus appears as he comes up the final stairs.
Right as I was so tempted to just release a ray of frost, just like, oh, it's friendly. Oh, okay.
Yes, hello.
Oh, Magnus! We were actually about to come get you.
Really?
Yes. It's been
Nice.
weird here. We fought mages.
Oh, you'll be out of it.
Yes, I kind of wish you were here, because 2-on-1 is not a fun fight.
But I did get some good research done. In fact, something to aid Marassi's recovery. And other people, seeing as there's probably more people afflicted by this.
Well, we found out that this sludge is connected to an underground slave market. By the way, pulls out all the tuning forks. These are tuning rods of sending. They're a fucking radio.
By the way, I need to correct myself on one piece of information that I gave y'all earlier. The sending is specifically one way on this.
So
they're
it's
rods of
these are
receiving.
receiving.
They are receiving only, yes.
So they're
These are rods
of
of receiving. They receive messages from specific things. Also, there's a hole over here. There's a tunnel, a disc, thing. Oh, GFG. Nope, that's not your name. Your name is Philion?
Philnum?
Philnun.
Philnun?
Philnun.
Philnun. Punchy guy. Philnun?
Yes.
This is one of our friends, Magnus.
Good day.
I wander out from the bookshelf and offer my hand and greeting.
It's another halfling.
I'm like 2 feet tall. 2 and a bit.
How tall am I? I'm only about 3 feet tall.
Oh. Well then.
Oh, we just need a 4-foot tall person and we would have the perfect spectrum because I'm 5 foot even. 2 foot, 3 foot, 4 foot, 5.
Well, 2'10".
1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, nuke fish. What?
No, that's in the water.
No. That's one of them is in your hand still.
I carried this thing all the way here.
One of them.
I,
The other one is filleted and being studied intensely back at the university as they're looking for ways to make money off of it. No, just kidding.
Sorry,
Slowly melts one of the scalpels.
Patents being filed as we speak.
so Magus is also a halfling?
Yes. Everyone thinks I'm a gnome sometimes.
I knew you were a halfling. I talked to you in halfling when I was a halfling as well.
Sometimes.
So, it's good to see you, but, Master? Magnus, you see when I say this, a huge grin come across my face. The biggest shit-eating grin.
By the hole.
Oh, come on. I've just been fucking with him this whole time. He was an asshole to me on the ship, so I'm going to be an asshole
your
back.
Personal relationship. That's none of my
Not that kind of relationship, my good friend. Come, there's a hole over here.
pleasant.
I'm going to take him over to see the Tensor's hole.
Okay.
See Valdi there with a torch hanging over it, kind of peering down.
Yeah, there is a hole there now where the tensor's disc used to be. It is a very deep hole that goes beyond where you can see.
Drops torch.
Drops torch. The torch falls down the hole 30 feet, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180.
It vanishes.
No, actually it does not.
Ooh.
You can see, like, you can't see the torch, but you can see the light, a very faint light emanating from the torch.
Huh.
Perception, no. Yes, perception check for those of you with dark vision only.
So literally Croesus.
Uh-oh. Okay, I'll make that perception check for Croesus then. Give me a second on that. Let's see. Ooh, that is a fancy amount of hit points right there. Let me go to, what's your perception? There it is. Oh, wow, okay. 16 plus, 22. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, the tensor's disc appears to be down there, about 220 feet down.
If we jump, we can get to the bottom. I just don't know if I'll ever be able to get us back out.
Okay. But why is it...
Apparently, there's some kind of slaver's den at the base. Something underground.
And I don't care for slavery too much.
I can't say I'm too particularly fond of it myself.
Though, didn't the tuning fork say it was at the coast?
It said that there was an interruption with the sailors, slavers' trade on the coast, but I think it was specifically referring to, and I point at Valdir, their escapades in Proxima.
Shit happened.
I bow and give you my thanks.
This, though, we found in their notes here, and I'm going to pull the notes out and start waddling through until I find it. See, it says protect the underground. So I feel like there's something under this that they're trying to keep secret. This is important, this tower is, but it's only part of the picture.
Said you can get us down there easy?
Do you trust me?
I got a choice.
Not if you want to get down there.
Precisely.
And almost as if he's saying that, the disc begins to rise slowly.
I really wanted to do the free-floating backfall. Just, do you trust me? Good. Just takes one step off the edge. Yes, you
it's
have an
still out
adrenaline
naming
junkie wizard.
And it takes a few minutes, but it gets there.
In the time, I've crossed the room and I'm hiding here.
No one is on the disc.
Party for looks around for.
Perception check in case anyone's invisible. I'll make it at the disadvantage. Ooh, 17 first. And a 10 for the second, so 10 plus perception, 15.
Not that you can tell.
You all are jumpy.
Should have seen it when we got the slaves out in the first case.
Oh, we are dealing with magic here. I guess I could do something. I could keep an eye out for magic. That's a lot of work, though. If it's what my master would want, though, I'll do it. Another big shit-eating grin.
Mainly just need to keep an eye out.
Alright. Well, I think we've got, like... Do you think we have about a few moments for us to stand here so I can ritually do something?
Think this thing is going to be here?
I mean, we can sit on it and wait.
Do you get on the disc?
No, I'm not gonna be the first one on it.
Okay. Is anybody getting on the disc?
Sure, why not?
Magnus gets on the disc. It is a solid disc. He can stand on it. Nothing exciting happens.
I mean, I didn't expect anything to happen.
I'm gonna go sit at the very center of the disc.
All right, you get on the disc. It's solid. You can sit on the disc. You sit on it.
Tenuously gets on it as well.
I'm gonna begin ritually casting detect magic.
Okay.
I'd like to point out to everyone that that thing came up by itself. Who knows that when you get down there and you get off, it won't come up by itself and leaving you guys stranded down there.
I think it reacts to what we want. Go down.
Nothing happens.
I think really hard about going down.
Nothing happens.
Maybe it'll eventually go down. If not, I'm just gonna dispel it and fall.
Might be an activation at the bottom.
Might be an activation up here, actually.
On that note, Remy, intelligence check. No, history check.
Okay.
$26. Your mind wanders to something that was mentioned last night. In fact, it goes back to it goes back to this the following message that was yeah. Your mind goes back to that message.
Praise the sun?
Nothing happens.
The hell is sun?
I just ask, we've only heard that message, we haven't seen it written down.
Slavers Underground News Network?
Tonight, trade halted on the coast. Tune in frequency F. Praise the sun. The hell is the sun?
Slaver Underground News Network.
How many tuning forks do we have?
You have seven, and two sets of
I
them.
wrote down 4.
You have 7 of them. 2 sets of 7.
Any of you guys not tone deaf?
Raise his hand.
I can certainly try.
See if I then make an F note.
I'm gonna go through and see if I can find an F note with the help of the others. Hand them around.
Okay. You do them one at a time. It takes you. Which order do you go? Smallest to largest, largest, smallest, random. What do you do?
I start with the 5th one, starting from smallest to largest.
Sorry, can I just check that they're not clearly marked or anything dumb like that?
No, they're not marked. You do the fifth. You do the fifth from the smallest, correct?
Yep.
Nothing happens.
I keep
Fifth
going.
from the largest.
I'm sorry?
Fifth from the largest.
Nothing happens.
Well, that's 2. Let's just keep going. Ting.
Ting.
Which you have to tell me which one.
Number 1.
Nothing happens.
Smallest one.
Nothing happens.
Second smallest one.
Nothing happens.
Third smallest one.
Nothing happens.
Fourth smallest one.
Nothing happens.
Sixth smallest one.
Congratulations, it's moving down.
But that's not the that's not the musical scale. Anyway.
I understand it's not. I understand it's not the musical scale. However, I did not. The problem is that you don't have a bard with you and cannot tell what note it is. If you could tell which note it was, you'd be able to tell exactly which ones it is. I understand the scale is C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. I understand it is. I'm saying that it is intentionally not for a reason which you don't know right now.
Code.
It might be code. I'm just saying that I was very sad. Ting. I need my bard. Anyway.
And the elevator
Bardy,
begins to go
come
down.
back.
I'd like to jump on the elevator before it gets too far down.
Yeah, you do. You do. You get on. So everybody's on the elevator now, correct?
Aeon is with me. And
Yes. We're going to assume Croesus is on there as well.
What
Good
the hell
news.
is frequency? Why did they choose frequency F? For fuck off? Like, G is such
For
a much
farce.
more pure chord.
For farce. It's F for farce.
The pitchforks begin to play a tune.
Oh, I'm
I
gonna
asked
break
what
these
mana
motherfucking
instrument it
things.
Farmers aggressively strum their pitchforks.
This, I don't know what it is, but apparently it's a torture device.
I
You like your
at
singing?
least It's pleasant.
Yes,
I mean, it's
I
acceptable.
like my singing. But
Quiet
it's so
down.
bland.
Quiet down. Let's hear what they have to say.
I think it's just music.
It's just music right now. As you're going down slowly.
I'm gonna quit attempting to ritual cast because I can't focus while this shit's being played. I just give up on the detect magic. I'm like, screw it.
I mean, it could be worse.
You get to the bottom.
Is
Be
it
careful
dark
what
down
you
here?
be careful what you say, by the way. Don't you know?
Hey, it's not the worst song you could have picked.
Good evening, everybody. This is the news broadcast, by the way, that you were waiting for earlier. Good evening, everybody. Welcome. It's time for the evening news. My name is Ten Can. Welcome to the Slavers Underground News Network. Today's top story: 5 adventurers come down into the Slavers Network, looking to free many other slaves. We'll see what happens, shall we? By the way, hello, fellow viewers or listeners.
Wait, how do you know we're here?
No response.
Ah, fuck you. Flips off the darkness.
The darkness does not respond.
Responds all.
I don't think we have a element of surprise anymore.
Don't think we had it to start with.
You're not wrong.
It is
Is
completely
it dark down here?
It is completely dark down here. By the way, the
Magnus-
torch that you threw down, by the way, has been snuffed, or was snuffed on the way up. So
I would expect no different.
yeah.
Magnus, do you have the spell light, or should I use my dancing lights?
Well, I'm glad you asked, and I cast it.
Actually, for purposes of what's going on, I'm going to have Croesus heading back to the college for right now to make things easier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is he going back with our captive?
He's going back with the captive and with the cart.
Okay,
So
cool.
Library too. Got it. He's gonna get a great deal on them.
Yes.
He has everything but their research notes, because I haven't finished studying those. Ned can't have them yet.
Okay.
And he's also taking the corpse, I assume.
Yeah, he's taking the corpse. We have our. By the way, we have our next murder cart. Apparently.
But I was gonna.
Joyous day.
But I was gonna learn to spell raise dead soon.
And on that note, it is completely dark down here.
Magnus uses dancing lights. We're saved.
Fantastic. You have dancing lights. Relative to yourself. Okay, perfect. Orange. Very good. When you reach the bottom of the when you reach the bottom of the disc, or the shaft, the elevator shaft, there's only one way to go, and that is forward.
Am I gonna do it? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. It's fine. I'll use one more spell slot before we start fighting, since I'm not concentrating on anything.
Detect magic. Range of 30 feet. There is no magic within 30 feet of you other than the disc below you. And, of course, the things that you're carrying on you. And
it's 10-minute concentration, so...
Okay. If anything happens within 30 feet of you, I will alert you. And it's within 10 minutes, okay? With the dancing lights, you would be able to see the end of the passage, which forks to the left and the right. You cannot go further ahead after about 100 feet.
Mm-hmm.
If you go forward. That's kind of what you see. It forks off to the left and the right, but straight ahead ends at 100 feet.
Okay. Well, obviously they have security in mind, so it wouldn't be amiss that they would have trapped something.
That's true.
And nothing proccing with detect magic.
Perception check coming right up.
Okay.
May I look around as well?
Sure.
I do so.
It's not bad. 16 plus 5 for perception? Yeah.
It appears to be an underground network of tunnels. Beyond that, you see nothing interesting. Neither of you.
I want to walk up to the split in the pathway.
Okay, you do so. However, do note that you have no light that's going with you. It is around Magnus, so once you get about 60 feet out, you can't see a damn thing.
Magnus!
I move the lights to surround him.
Thank you.
Up to 60 feet. Okay, you can see 40 feet ahead of you. No, you went 60 feet, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I said it was 100 feet out. Oh wait, it's only a 10-foot radius on the lights. Huh, my bad. Yeah, you can't even see the end of the hallway. But let's say that if both of you head in that direction, you'll see it anyway. I'm assuming you're looking left and right at this point.
Mm-hmm.
You look to the left. It does not travel very far. It appears to reach a dead end. If you look to the right, it has a... wait, no, 10 feet. Let's see. Yeah, 10 feet, yeah. It's about a 10-foot... yeah, it's about 10 feet to the left. Yeah, it's a dead end left. If you go right, there is a pathway.
I pull out the tuning thing that was specifically tuned to F.
Okay. It has stopped vibrating and stopped doing its own thing.
I'm just gonna look at it, tap it once against the wall, make it get that nice little F sound.
So can I ask, like, what are the walls made out of? Like stone, dirt, or does it look something like man-made, like brick?
Man-made man-carved stone. This is
Okay.
carved tunnels by some form of human intervention.
Said the left one ended at a dead end, right?
About 10 feet to your left, yes.
Okay. Just gonna push on it.
To the left?
Yeah. Not going forward, just giving it a gentle push.
Nothing exciting happens.
Okay.
I really want to just investigate the shit out of that one wall and realize it's a red herring, but
I was literally about to do the same damn thing.
I'll go over just to make sure there's no hidden levers to move this door or this wall, right?
Perception check.
What is?
I'm perceiving the opposite hallway, just to make sure nothing's coming and that there aren't any traps.
Okay. 21.
I want to investigate.
Remy, you do see a... not a lever, but like a button inside the wall. Or not inside the wall, but on the wall. Like, almost like a loose... a loose stone within the wall.
I poke it.
Because of the 15 from Naura, good news, dexterity save, entire party at advantage. As he can alert the party right before it happens.
Well, my first one was a nat 20, so...
That'll work. Not 20.
Dexterity.
Dexterity save.
Bollocks.
Oops, I forgot to do advantage.
Yep, I do need advantage from the party. So GFJ also,
Sorry.
Roll
Yep.
it one more time.
one more time.
So we're getting used to this.
You're fine.
25!
Nice.
There you go. Remy, you're... oh, excuse me, let's see. Remy, you rolled a 16. You're good. GFJ, you're good. Naura, you said nat 20?
Yeah, 23 total.
You're good. Nat 20 is good enough for this. Magnus, with an 11. By the way, Remy, as the projectile approaches, your detect magic procs. Whatever is flying at the party is magical.
Cool.
Which strikes Magnus. Give me just a moment for damage. Let me pull that up real quick.
Javelin of hold
Magnus.
person, I'm guessing.
I'm sorry?
Javelin of hold person.
Nope. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. It is not that bad, actually.
And did this come from Lay Button?
Yes.
Aw.
Yes, the button was not magical. I rolled 3 plus 1 is 4 damage. It is a 4 magical bolts exit from the wall that Naura was Valdir was looking at, missing 3 of the party members, striking Magnus in the arm for 4 damage. 4 force damage. If it matters. It probably won't for Magnus.
I wonder if the button did it.
Let me add that. You see Valdir bringing a couple files and picks out from inside his sleeves.
Thieves' tools.
Yep, coming up. These tools, we have that as dexterity, so plus 6. Not as good, but 7 plus 6 total is
13.
probably not enough. 13, yeah, thank you.
I mean, you really fiddle with it, man. You're really fiddling with it. It doesn't seem like you're getting anywhere with it.
Can't get a good grip inside. You think you can dispel this damn thing?
I'd like to point out once again, the button is not magical.
Yeah, I'm just gonna see if I can't gunk up the mechanisms and point my wand like right up in against the crack where the button's a little separated from the rest of the stone, and
Okay.
pour some cold
that'll
damage
hit.
into it.
Yeah, that should be fine. Yeah. It basically covers the button with ice, and yeah, that'll do the trick.
Gives a thumbs up.
I mean, we could have just remembered not to press the button again.
I mean, that's true, but you never know.
All right. Next. By the way, don't stream snipe right now. I have maps and stuff that that I can't cover up, so please don't. It's like, seriously,
If
don't.
I tried to open the stream, my computer would die.
Okay.
Spread your arms.
All right, so let's proceed here. Where to next, or what do you want to do next?
Think this wall's hollow?
No, I think that the path over there, we just need to keep going. I think this wall is a red herring.
Keep it in mind. We don't know if it is a red herring. We don't know if it might be just a trap leading into a trap. What we do know is it's here, and we know that something's trying to keep us out.
Well, let's just keep a mark on where we go. Each time we make a turn, we'll put an arrow in the direction we came from.
Always turn right.
That may not always be possible, and I'm going to put an arrow on the wall marking which direction we came from with a piece of chalk.
I'd also like to point out that you say always go right. What did the party do first?
We had to go right.
No,
No, we went left.
You went left.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we
So-
had to go, right?
No, we have to go right.
I'll show myself out.
As Magnus
Anyways.
takes the lead and goes right.
Following closely behind Magnus. Bow out and arrow on the string, but not pulled back.
Okay, actually, I do need marching order at this point. Who's first?
How wide's the tunnel?
Wide enough to where one person can fit comfortably through, but only single file right now.
I'll be right behind,
So
hey,
technically,
Magnus, you
like,
want to be in front or me in front?
You could trade places within the marching order. You can trade places within the marching order at will, but you can't march side by side.
I'm small and pretty dodgy. Want me to take a point?
Sure, I just want, I want to be right behind whoever the leader is.
So we have Philonon first in the marching order? Is that correct?
I
Correct.
think so.
He wants to take it first.
Okay, with Remy second.
I was gonna take second, but
Hang on. Who's taking second? Valdir, Remy?
Trust me, I need to be able to see it. I need to be able to see whoever's in the front in case something comes from the front. I am a short
trust
person. Do not get in front of me, you tall iron steel aisles person. I am short, damn it. Anyway,
Valdir will be right
Foot
behind
taller.
me.
Shorter than
Oh
all
wow.
of
And Magnus in the rear?
you. Yeah, okay.
Great. Heading down the hallway, and Philonon, I need a perception check, please.
Sure, 1 second.
And follow that up with a dexterity save, please. As you walk
Jesus,
down the
Ron.
hallway, good choice by the way for lead person here.
Mhm.
As you walk down the hallway, Philnon almost steps on a trigger plate, but sees it in time, catches himself, moves his foot to the side, and narrowly avoids the trigger trap.
And lets everyone else know.
Oh, this is interesting. Baldir.
Already a disarming. 19
That'll
plus 6.
Plus doesn't even matter at this point. It's disarmed. It takes you a couple minutes, and it's good as the plate itself is disarmed.
Well,
Do I?
Hmm?
No, that'd be silly.
Let's keep
by
eyes
the
out
way,
here on.
you actually, as you disarm the trap, perception check, please, from you, Valdir, only.
Coming up.
A disadvantage due to no light.
there's light.
Oh,
There
there's
is
light.
light.
Never mind. That's right. There
yeah.
is. Never mind.
Roll
Normal.
light.
Yeah.
16.
16. Yeah. That's good enough. You see a blue gem in the trap.
Remy,
You can
eyes.
you can realistically I mean you could pretty much figure out it's a sapphire of some sort.
Remy, eyes.
Looks down. Yes.
It appears to be a sapphire.
Magical?
Yes.
I can't
Yes.
tell that. That's why I'm asking Murray.
Yeah, I'm telling Remy yes.
Yes.
Think it'll go off.
I reach down and try to pull the sapphire loose.
You pull the sapphire loose, nothing happens.
Alright then. Takes it back.
What kind of does it have any runes or anything on it?
No, but it was attached to something. Which kind of weird. As you were disarming it, Valdir, you noticed it was attached to like a tube of some sort.
Okay, is the tube attached to anything?
It goes it goes underground. You can't tell what it attaches to, other than it goes underground.
Some kind of alarm, maybe?
It's a hollow tube,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what
Yeah.
Vault.
Okay.
Dude.
Can I see anything lining the inside of the tube?
Hard to tell, but it does seem to be cool to the touch.
I'm gonna guess it was a frost trap.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess this was used as some kind of focus to cause whoever stepped on this to get all nice and chilly.
Ours now. We can use it.
Intriguing.
By the way, what you're adding to your inventory at this point, based on that deduction, let me get you to Remy to roll a Arcana check on that, please.
Oh, here I go again.
Roll
Yep.
Arcana.
Get in the barrel.
Barrel. It's cold.
25. Remy, whoever has Remy, you'd be able to identify this gem without too much trouble. It is a gem of Ray of Frost. Has one charge in it.
Hey, Valdir.
Hmm.
If you ever really want someone to get nice and cool, that gem might be able to help you. You know the thing I did to the button? It can do
Same
that
principle.
once.
Got it.
Nah, it can do that once. Hold on to it. be careful with it too, because if we don't want to keep it, that could be pretty valuable, actually.
Way ahead of you.
It's probably a good thing you didn't step on that,
Finland.
Finland.
Do me a favor and keep eyes out.
And as
clearer.
this discussion is happening, it looks like, oh, by the way, your magic eye, your detect magic procs again.
Okay.
Magic is coming through the tubing, in which a stream of frost pushes out of the hole and into the ceiling. Out of the tubing, I should say.
I think that must be to recharge it.
But then why would they need it as a focusing point? Or whatever the suffer is.
This might actually be enchanted with the spell, but that might be used to specifically recharge it so that it doesn't have to wait for it to recharge. It recharges on a set schedule.
But then isn't the suffer kind of redundant?
No, you need something to focus the magic through.
Like a prism.
I see.
Anyway, I'm going to lay this plate back down on top of this.
You mean I am. As I'd probably still be holding it.
Oh, hey Valdir, cover that back up. I don't want to get sprayed with pure ice energy.
The plate now has a hole in it where the gym used to be.
Perception check if any other plates on the floor have gems embedded in them. Because if it has a hole sticking through the entire thing... Well, in the plate, is the hole going through the entire thing, or is it more like a divot?
Kind of like a small divot.
Okay, thank you. Because I'm hearing hole.
Yeah, like it's like. Let me put it to you this way. So there is a very tiny hole straight through in it, but the gem, like there's a divot on the underside of the plate that leads to a small hole at the top of the. On the top of the plate.
It's got a little spout hole.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. It's a spout hole. If it makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Pulls out ye old duct tape. Never mind. Let's,
I was thinking just water.
I mean, I think we should just press on and ignore this. Because when we come back, we're going to notice it, because I have a feeling that there's going to be a nice spray of ice across the ceiling.
I was talking about for other holes similar to this.
Yeah, well, we'll have to be cautious and watch out.
All right. The party presses forward then?
Can I roll for stealth?
Sure.
Rolling perception.
Okay.
I'm just going to walk along. I don't stealth too well because I have a glowing barrier floating around my body.
This is fair. 22 from GFJ. Okay.
13 for perception. Rolled horribly.
Okay. I mean, everything seems fine from what you can see, which is not a whole lot right now, but yeah.
About how much longer do I have on my detect magic?
Couple minutes. You can make when you get to the next intersection is probably when it will fade.
Okay.
I'll tell you when you get there, though.
Valdir, if you're having issues seeing things, I can help after a few minutes. I just don't want to waste this magic I have going right now.
Say that one more time. I'm sorry. You circuit it out.
If you're having any issues like I am seeing, I can help with that in a little bit. I just don't want to waste the magic I currently have going now.
Magnus still has his lights going up.
I can double them.
Save it for when we need them. Don't want our profile to be too large.
Fair enough. 'Cause I'm a glimmering human. I'm a rainbow boy. Anyway,
Shall we press on?
sounds good to me. So we press on. Moving at half pace, I'm guessing, since some of us are stealth,
Yep.
which is okay with me.
I'd be taking it slow in the dim light anyway. Well, slow is 2/3 pace, according to the...
Oh, my microphone was not on. I'm sorry. Yeah, you continue down the hallway. Nothing exciting happens. Moving at half pace. It takes a turn to the right. It goes slightly down at this point. Slightly down. It's like a slow curve to the right, so you can see well enough ahead. At which point, as you start making that right turn, Remy, your dispel magic dissipates.
Oh, Philin,
Aye.
if we ever get in a fight, at the very beginning of it, I need you to high-five me. Because I just realized something hilarious. I can give you +2 fists.
Nice.
Anyway.
Sorry, is this a junction or is it and to the right?
No, it's just a turn to the right, is all it is.
Gotcha.
There's only one direction it goes, and it's a slow curve to the right. At which point, the party would see that would hear dripping noises coming from the ceiling.
Looks up.
Do we dare?
Also look up.
There is dripping water. It is much damper after you've made the right turn. It is much damper here than the previous section of the underground.
Mineral concern?
Under the ocean.
We might be under the water, actually, yeah.
Would this be a nature check then?
Sure, nature check.
I'm gonna lick the wall and see if it tastes like salt.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we could just smell if it smells like salt.
13. Good enough. Yeah, you kind of getting a whiff. Yeah, it's got that salty smell to it a little bit, almost like ocean smell, but not quite ocean.
As you watch me just like...
It's definitely salty. Blah.
Yep. I think we're under the ocean. Or getting close. Salty.
Beautiful deduction.
Hey, sometimes the best way to find out is to taste.
Triple check your steps.
Yes,
Hey,
please, if I do not have...
Hey, Remy, did you actually taste it?
Yeah, I licked the wall.
Constitution save.
Con save.
Okay.
Oh yeah, this is polluted water, isn't it?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, now he remembers.
Hey, in all fairness, this water would have been getting purified by traveling through all the crystalline structures in the rock.
Unless the crystalline structures have been absorbing the pollution for a long period of time.
That's also assuming it's natural.
That's
Also assuming Lysanya...
fight me, I had a 20.
Your 20. I mean, your 20 looks good and everything. We'll see. We'll see if it holds up.
Oh, boy.
I'm sure it's fine. Carry on.
I have to do this for all of you.
Nothing really matters.
Hey, okay.
Triple check your steps.
Okay, Magnus. All I'm gonna say is at least Marasi, the player knew, but the character didn't know. Remy frickin' knew.
The character probably would know, but me as a person, nah. I completely checked out.
Triple check your steps. I'm gonna guess one of these traps might end up
Shunting us into the water.
I'm
or
already
filling this tunnel.
I'm already quintupling checking them.
Y'all are paranoid.
Of course
Well, we
are.
did just
This is
see
your
a
campaign.
we did just see a pipe going down 1,000 leagues into the earth. So
1,000 leagues? You can only see 10 feet in front of your face.
say it's a 19 on my perception.
Looks clear.
Just for any issues.
You want to keep that as like active perception then?
If you would, because
Okay.
that's primarily what Valdir is going to be doing.
That'll be active until the next intersection.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, you keep walking. Nothing exciting happens. The passage gets a little wider as you go down it, and it levels off. And you reach the next intersection. It is now wide enough for two people to walk side by side. If that matters to any of you. You can go right, or you can go straight.
I turn my head back to the party, seeing if they have any gestures on which way they wish to go.
Do I feel a breeze blowing down any of the pathways?
No.
Remy, throw your lights down the left.
It's straight and it's right. There's no
Okay,
left.
straight and right.
Mhm.
Remy, throw your lights straight. Magnus, throw your lights right.
Alright, suppose,
Just a long trail of them.
Yep.
Okay.
So
They can go
there's...
for up to 60 feet, if I remember correctly.
Well, I mean, if that's in one action, they can go as far as I want them as long as they are no farther than 20 feet from another globe.
Yeah.
Oh,
So basically, you send them
Yeah.
down. You're gonna send them down the hall, each hall, for about a minute. Then, in that case, I'm assuming.
I'm just gonna chain them to see how far they go and if anything weird happens.
Okay. Nope. Each path appears to be about the same. Looks like the path to the right drips a little less as you go down, as you see down that path, as opposed to the one straight ahead.
I mean, don't look at me. I'm just sitting here keeping a mental note so I can map this whole place out.
Valdir pulls out a silver coin. Flicks it. Right's looking good.
And no, then I continue on down the right, keeping everything as it was.
Okay, so we're heading to the right.
Yeah.
Right.
You head to the right.
So, someone putting a mark back there, I presume?
Yep. Gonna take out my chalks and...
Valdir doing another perception check here.
Okay.
Yeah, as lead, I should do the same myself.
Not as good. Not as good.
Okay.
So
Shift
10.
in with a natural 20 perception.
that's glad that he got that because I got a 10
Um,
total.
Yeah, so as you walk down this pathway, GFJ, you'd be seeing another trap along the way. You'd be able to point it out to the rest of the group.
Okay.
It is a floor trap as well, just like the one you saw earlier.
Did better on my disarm 21.
Yeah, you disarm it. You disarm it easily. Looks like another one of those frost traps.
Thwomp.
Yep, definitely takes the gem.
Yep, you can add one gem of Ray of Frost, one charge.
Okay.
The path continues for what feels like about 30 minutes. At which point you reach another intersection in which your paths before you are to the left and straight ahead.
Same deal. 3 lights.
All right.
Repeat of previous.
Yep. Throw our lights down each tunnel.
Passage to the left seems no different than the path that you came down. Passage forward, a little different. The dripping again... Actually, the dripping in both directions is less, regardless of which direction you go. The path to the left looks very similar to the path you came from, though, just less dripping. The passage in front of you, though, widens considerably as you go forward. And it widens to the right, but not to the left. Almost as if it becomes a little more natural carving as opposed to man-made. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So natural carvings, or...
It becomes less man-made and more natural, yes.
So natural or not?
You don't see completely natural because your lights don't extend that far. But it is less man-carved. Like it's kind of a shoddy halfway between naturally carved and human hands carved.
Mm-hmm.
Basically the government job level of carving.
Yes.
Yes, I know. I'm asking you two, natural or not, to pick a path.
Other one goes back under the water, and I'm not comfortable with that.
They both get less drippy.
Yes. Less drippy for both.
Okay. Sorry, I thought you said the left one got slightly more.
No, it's slightly it's both paths less as you go down them.
Okay.
Compared to where you've been.
Forward looks like it opens up into a natural cave system. Might be a passageway around or out. Could also be a base of operations back there.
So, through to the natural-ish side.
Leave a mark.
Leaves a mark. GFJ, we saw 2 paths. One looks exactly pretty much the same as the one we're currently traveling, and it's getting drier. The other path is also getting drier, but it looks like it moves into less hand-worked stone.
Right.
By the way, could you describe the mark that you're leaving on the walls?
It's literally going to be an arrow pointing in which direction we came from.
Okay, very good. Just making sure. Okay. So you're heading toward the more natural path, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You head down that path.
Which direction are we heading cardinally?
Does anyone in the
I
party...
always know which direction's north.
You're heading north.
Cool.
I still have my perception and stealth rolls up, don't I?
Perception's going to have to be re-rolled at the intersection.
Sure.
Stealth needs to be re-rolled as well. Anytime you get to an intersection, you have to re-roll.
20 non-nat for perception.
Okay.
And 14 plus 3, 17 for stealth.
Okay. The path opens and kind of widens up. Now you can all walk side by side if you so choose. In fact, it continues to get wider and wider into what appears to be a large cavernous area.
I hug the left wall. Not literally, of course, but...
Did you just say you hug the left wall?
Non-literally, but, I stay on that side.
Non-literally. Okay, non-literally. Okay.
But it just wants a hug.
Yeah, you hug the left wall. Good news for those of you without low light or no light or dark vision. Congratulations, you can see in here. There are torches.
Oh, good. And
I'm
do we-
my lights.
Okay. Let's see how to describe this for everybody. It is completely dry in this room, by the way. Or in this cavern area. It is completely natural. There's no man-made carving in here. It is completely natural. Jagged rocks, like stalagmites across the ceiling. None of them appear to be in any danger of falling, though.
Give us 10 minutes in here.
The floor is still, it is also no longer carved out by human hands either. So it is completely just uneven stone. It looks like it's all natural in this room. Walls, floor, ceiling, everything. Let's see. Of note in this room, some of you see some mushroom-like plants growing out of the floor and the lower parts of the walls.
Are they like standard fungi sized?
Bioluminescent.
Bioluminescent. Larger than normal fungal size.
Significantly larger, or just large mushrooms?
Just large mushrooms, not like gigantic frickin' mushrooms that you can sit on, but...
Gotcha. Well, I am pretty small, but can I make will it be a nature check on them?
Sure.
Where are the torches placed?
Magnus is already digging into the mushrooms.
Don't eat them.
He's just collecting them. He's not eating them. He's not smoking them either. He's just collecting them.
Listen, I know we can sell them to college students for cheap, but
these appear to be mushrooms of the deep. Pretty standard stuff underground. Definitely don't eat these mushrooms. But could be used in various potions or...
Is it safe to handle them?
As far as you can tell, yes.
Okay. I tell them, yeah, don't eat these. Don't look too dangerous to touch, but...
Yeah, if you ingest them... I hope you've got good health insurance, but beyond that, nah, it's fine. Magnus with a good point.
I mean, I licked the wall and nothing seemed to really happen.
where are the torches placed?
On the walls.
You said there were some.
Yeah, about maybe 5 feet off the ground on the walls. They're in you know, the things that hold... Yeah, well, yeah, those.
Wall sconces, yeah.
Yeah. That's the only thing man-made in this room, basically.
And do they keep going? Like, do the torches keep going deeper into this cavern, or are they just here at the edge?
Oh, yes, they keep going into the cavern.
Well, are you all ready to explore deeper?
We got one job done, let's get another.
Sorry, are there any exits to this cave apart from the one we just came in?
I mean, you could keep going or you could go back.
By
I'm
the
happy to press
way, can anyone here use a +1 short sword?
I can use short swords. But I look at the sword and think I'm a little bit iffy on stabbing.
You're more about bludgeoning people to death instead of stabbing them to death?
One goes as far as death.
Ah, so you like to have the ability to prevent people from dying when you beat them.
Unless absolutely necessary.
Okay. Well,
So, can I hand out asking for the sword?
I mean, if you can use it. I was gonna see if Marasi was around. I was gonna see if she could use it. Valdir seems to like his bow.
For this moment, damn right.
I'm happy to take it on a loan basis.
I mean, we'll figure out what to do with it later, but I'd really rather, if they know we're coming, everyone be as equipped as they can be.
And what would the damage on the short sword plus 1 be?
1d6
1d6 plus 1.
Plus
Using
your
your
dexterity.
And plus dex, yeah.
Right.
On the character sheet, there's actually a place that says magic bonus.
Gotcha. So I'm taking the sword, I presume?
Yeah, until we get out of this thing dead or alive, yes. Then we'll split
All
up
alone,
all
basically,
the
I think.
loot.
So it's 1d6 plus 1?
1d6. So in damage, just type 1d6, and there's a magic bonus right above the word damage. Just put a 1 in there.
Good, yeah.
And then make sure to change everything to dex, because it is a dex finesse weapon.
I'm a monk anyway, so...
Yep.
And it's slashing damage, right?
Yeah.
Piercing.
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 Short swords are piercing?
Yes, they are.
Yes.
The
It's scimitars that are
slashing. Yeah.
Can I just roll it just to make sure I've got everything that looks right?
Sure. Go ahead. Yep.
19 plus 5 plus 3 plus 1.
That's correct. Yeah. That is correct.
Okay, and I'd like to take it, and then I'd like to use it to cut off some of my excess head and it's been growing over the past few days.
You use your short sword as a razor to cut off the excess hair.
I mean, it's not going to be a close shave by any means.
At 28, it's a close shave. Close
Yeah,
enough.
that's a pretty good shave right there.
Yeah. I mean, you still got that 5 o'clock shadow look, but hey, all things considered.
Oh, no.
I mean,
I'm
we're using it.
only taking off that. I am still keeping my bountiful beard.
I was about to say, I have a razor if you need one. And a steel mirror.
I look offended at the comment.
Well, Magnus. Valdir, everyone ready to dive into this shithole?
Well as it can be.
All right, proceeding.
Yeah.
Okay. You head further into this open cavern. You see a few what appear to be fireflies dancing in here, or flying about.
They do underground. Oh no, we're all gonna die. We've entered a fairy's home.
I mean, does someone want to roll for anything for that?
For the fireflies, are fireflies supposed to be underground? Because June bugs definitely, lightning bugs definitely do not go underground around in these parts where I'm from.
Sure, roll a. Let me get a combination check from you here. Combination of nature and investigation. I will take the two rolls and combine them for a score.
Who's doing it?
That would be only Remy in this case.
Investigation?
Investigation along with it, please. This will be a combined roll 43. Yeah, that'll work. This almost
My
appears
intelligence skills.
This almost appears to be like a. While the cavern itself is man-made, what's in here is most certainly the work of man. You see some fireflies dancing about. You see what appears to be a small pool, almost like an oasis of sorts, like a spring. No, a spring of sorts to your left. You also see various, not many of them, but a few plants that appear to be. Someone's trying to almost plant some flowers and various things there. It's not working out too well. Let's just say that they're not exactly alive.
So it's not Pixel then?
No, it's not. You
I
also
think we watched into someone's garden.
You also see. You also see. You also see some cages, some empty cages.
Sorry, someone's test subject room.
So,
with one of them has a dead animal in it.
What kind?
how big are the cages?
About 20 foot by 20 foot.
Jesus.
10 foot high. One of those cages currently houses a dead deer in it.
Kind of points to it's Magnus' attention, points to the deer. Like gesturing, take a look.
Okay.
Magnus, investigation check, please.
Certainly.
Remy, I will also allow this investigation check for you as well. If you want it.
I'll keep a lookout while they're doing that.
Remy and Magnus both passed the check. This deer has been experimented on in ways that appear to be cruel and unusual. It has several not stab wounds, but almost like spots in which it's very clear that some form of a shot or extraction or something in which a needle was used with this deer. Clearly experimentation was happening, and it was something involving the inside of the deer, not the outside. This deer has been, how shall I put this? The deer otherwise appears healthy except for those extraction points, or those spots where the needle was where a needle would have been inserted. There are 4 holes specifically, not holes, but like 4 points where it appears that they were looking. 2 of them in the torso / kind of torso stomach area. You'd have one near kind of where its shoulder would meet its front leg. And you would have one near the back leg in like the thigh area. I see it. Hang on. Go ahead.
Magnus, should we start with pulls out my dagger? Dissection.
With a similar grin. Of course. And I pull out one of my daggers.
Valdir unlocks the cage for the two of them. And
Whoops, sorry.
18 total. For unlocking the cage.
How much?
18 total.
Yeah, it unlocks pretty easily.
Me and Magnus are now going to dissect this deer.
Yeah, perception check for the rest of the area. Not great. Not great.
See, this is what you really do with your wizard friends. One person says dissection, we all say win.
Perception check gives you no real information. Coast appears to be clear. As the other two of you get that scary, let me get my tools, both hands full of knives look in their eyes.
If it helps, I can cast Unseen Servant.
And just have the unseen servant dissect it. Perfect! A third set of hands.
No, that's to hold our tools when we're not using them.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like the Da Vinci machines, where they're like holding the portions open.
Would you like the small scalpel, sir? Or the cut 'em open scalpel, sir?
And you see, that's part of why my character's dressed the way he is so if he ever has to get his hands dirty, he literally just can pull his sleeves up because it's the very fluffy, like, real light clothing.
Yeah.
Billowy.
Alright.
Like.
So you're cutting open a dead deer.
Yep. Sleeves are brought up to my shoulders. Let's get to work.
So how are you dissecting it?
I think we should start with the chest cavity where the two injection sites are close together.
Yes. Yes, it wouldn't be amiss to also look at the brain, perhaps, if anything was there.
So you're starting with the chest cavity, though, correct?
Yes.
How deep are you opening this up?
We want to be able to. Yeah, we gotta get just enough under the muscles that we can get to like the
internal organs.
Yeah, just enough to get to the organs.
Okay.
Not puncturing any of the organs.
Who's making the cut?
Looks at Magnus after you.
All right then. Cracks knuckles. What am I rolling?
Let's for avoiding the organs and whatnot. Let's make it a sleight of hand check, and let's say based on your background, Magnus, you can make this an advantage.
All right. Better too shallow than too deep.
He makes
Wise
one nick, 9th level fireball goes off.
14. Yeah, that'll work. 14. You get. It takes you a little bit of time, but you nice and steady. Don't want to damage any of the internal organs. Don't want to do anything careless. And as you cut through the layer of muscle.
Yes.
I need a Constitution save.
Oh boy, I'm really into those.
As a thick cloud of steam literally just pours and gushes right out of the opening that Magnus just made right into his face, and he is blinded.
Pull Magnus away.
I hear the noise like.
It's very clear. Like everybody in the group can hear it.
Keep it down, you two. We don't know who else is in here.
I'm gonna offer a little water to wash your eyes out.
And what you hear is a small flock of bats kind of flying overhead the party, over the party, and off the direction from which they came. About maybe
Well, they
10 or
know we're
12
here
bats.
Valdir, will you come here for a moment?
Watch a tunnel, Finland. Goes over. What's up?
Sorry, which tunnel do you want me to?
All of it.
Ahead of it. Just keep your eyes out, I think is all he means.
Well, there.
You see this, this column of steam?
It's dissipated at this point. It was an initial burst of it, and then it's done.
If I was to put a little bit of light in front of, like, inside of this opening, are there any internal organs?
That's a great question. Not a damn one.
Is there a lot of sludge?
Yeah.
Like, is it radiating heat?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I think our mages were helping create that, you know those papers you found, and the person that I tortured for you down in the base, in the bottom of the ship?
Mm-hmm.
Going through those papers, reading about them making this extract of elemental or whatever it was, and testing it on people, it's making me wonder if, something similar is not going on here. Because
Pretty sure
that's
that
not
tunnel-
natural.
Pretty sure that tunnel that goes into the water might lead all the way to Proxima.
Holy shit.
It's
a
not all the way.
long-ass motherfucking tunnel.
Hey,
I'm not discrediting it, but that would be freaking glorious.
it would be. If not, it's somewhere
Would you
next
like to
the
see?
coast.
Would you like to see how far how deep this rabbit hole goes?
Yes. I think we should continue deeper into the cave.
Okay. All right. Now, which direction are you going? Still forward, or are you heading back?
I think we picked the right path when we came down through here.
Mm-hmm.
Magnus, are you okay?
Perhaps. Oh, it's bloody awful. I have to get myself treated as well at the end of this.
You still fight?
Well, for now.
It'll take you a couple minutes, but eventually you'll regain your eyesight.
We'll stick
More
here
so
for a
than-
minute, wait for him to recover.
More so just the natural reaction, just the sting from the eyes takes a couple minutes to kind of clear up, and then it's like, okay, yeah, it's all good from there. But yeah, doesn't take very long. Takes 2 or 3 minutes, and then it's like, okay, yeah, he can kind of see, and then 5 minutes later, yeah, I can see, kind of thing. And then you're good.
Use the digitation to expedite it, clean everything off.
Let's just call it 4 minutes then, 4 or 5 minutes
Don't want to risk any
in
contamination.
total. Yeah, 4 to 5 minutes in total. Yeah.
Alright.
So roll perception and stealth again.
Yeah, if you're going forward.
Coming up.
Will do.
Ooh, not bad for perception. 18 plus 5.
23, okay.
Stealth, 19 total.
19. Stealth rolls are good, okay. Stealth rolls from both of you are good. I need marching order, please. Same marching order?
Yeah,
Yep.
probably.
Okay.
Yep, maintain.
A little
Uh,
looser group
we
since
can-
it's still a wide tunnel.
It
Yeah, it's
will
wide.
narrow. It will narrow.
No, it will narrow. Okay.
Spoiler alert.
Well, it doesn't take very long once you continue to move forward. It doesn't take very long for it to narrow back to single file.
Okay, then yes.
Okay, so it narrows back down. Nara, what was that perception check again?
23.
23, okay. You continue down the path for what feels like about a half hour to an hour. By the way, Remy, you have, you know which way you're going at all times, or you know which way is north, is that correct?
Yeah.
North is to your left.
So we're now going east.
That's correct.
Great.
Yeah, you go down this path for about, let's say, about 45 minutes. And it begins to turn to the right, but Valdir, as you begin to take the turn to the right, your eyes catch something on the wall. What appears to be a button on the wall.
Stops dead in his tracks. Magnus probably walking into his butt.
Probably.
Button.
Should I push the button?
Not
Tell me.
until I check it. Trap check coming in.
Okay.
Investigation or perception again?
Investigation, please, for this.
Okay. It's not that bad. 15?
15 is good enough. 15
thank
was the
goodness.
DC, so there you go.
Oh, God.
Yeah, good enough. As far as you can tell, it seems to be, the button appears to be some sort of mechanism that triggers within the wall that it is attached to. As far as you can tell, if it's a trap, you can't tell if it's a trap or not. In terms of what it's attached to, you can't quite tell, but it does not appear to be attached to a trap, at least not that you're aware of.
Okay.
But as far as what it's attached to, all you know is that it is attached to the wall that it is attached to. It is basically, whatever happens, it's going to happen to that wall.
Alright. Kind of like, push, like, gesturing to the others to get kind of like on either side. Actually, no, a little ways back down the tunnel, I'd say.
Okay.
I ask him if he needs a volunteer. My own.
I've
I
got
can
it.
be 30 feet away and push it.
That works.
I nod.
I think Magnus can too, actually. As I pull up a little mage hand.
Mage hand. Yeah,
Oh, yes. Very familiar.
there you go.
I nod and retreat. What? 30? Let's say 35 feet away.
Okay.
I'm going
35
to be
as
exactly
well.
30 feet from the button and just poke.
You poke the button.
Button is poke.
Can I get a drum roll?
The wall that it's attached to slowly begins to slide to the right, revealing what appears to be a secret passage.
That's cool. I just start walking forward.
I do so slightly faster to get back into the marching order.
Okay.
Swapping to rapier and sword breaker. Moving in.
Okay. Same marching order, correct?
Yep.
Can I suggest you put the two wizards in the middle, Leonara? If you're worried enough that you're going into melee weapon range.
All right.
I'll
And
take back. I'll take rear.
GFJ
Since Finland's
is...
taking the front.
GFJ is... I'm sorry, who's front? GFJ? Is that you?
Finland, yeah.
Finland,
Okay.
yeah.
Finland, okay. You walk in, and with that perception of 12, I need a dexterity save at disadvantage because you are caught flat-footed.
Oh, fun.
Flat footed
He did.
is not in the
Flat-footed is a thing. He passes anyway. 17's good enough.
5e. Don't believe.
17 will pass. It's disadvantage either way, for not catching the trap. Doesn't matter, he passed. Another similar bolt trap, but this time this time it only targets you, and you are just barely able to squeeze between the bolts, kind of sideways, kind of like almost pseudo matrix, not quite, but then it just barely misses your hand, just barely right in front of your chest, and one whizzes right behind your head, and you're good.
Yay.
You take no damage.
Alright, be a save relief, and then look back, ask check they didn't hit anyone else. And presume we're
12
moving
to
on.
disarm that.
Sorry?
It's a 12 to disarm that.
Can't quite pry this plate up.
Just avoid it then. Mark it.
Takes a piece of chalk, puts a little frowny face on the plate.
You're putting a frowny face on the plate?
Mm-hmm.
Dexterity save from you. Normal.
Hits me square in the face. Dexterity saving throw.
4 bolts from this one. That's gonna be
Is this a recognizable spell
magic
effect?
missile.
Yeah, I just shield.
You're gonna shield?
Yeah,
Okay.
as a reaction.
Pop your card. Okay, you're good.
Be gone, tot. Anyway.
What's the damage, attack, stats, whatever on a face palm?
It's unarmed attack, which for you hurts. From you, it hurts a lot.
Listen, if he's gentle with himself, I would say that's just a 1 point of psychic damage. If it's an aggressive facepalm, then it's unarmed.
Alright, just step around this. Let's continue on.
Damn arcane traps.
Moving forward, you move down what is very clearly a man-made carved tunnel. Even more so than the tunnels you were in before.
So it's actually masoned.
Yes, this is masoned, yes. Which continues for about maybe a quarter of a mile before it sharply turns to the left, and you have stairs leading up.
In what direction does these stairs go? Like, they're going up, but...
Straight
Yes, we should be going...
up. They are not a curved stairs, they are straight up.
To the left, you say? They should be going north, then.
Yeah,
we
to the
back
left would be
going
north. You would be going north if you go up those stairs.
Yeah, it should be north.
I'm kind of curious where this puts us.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Ask
Somewhere under
Sebastian,
the
he
mountains.
knows.
It's either somewhere under the mountains or somewhere under the college. Depending on how far we've gone.
Yeah? You want to
I
find
certainly
out?
haven't traveled today.
Terrified too. Let's go.
Actually, we've been traveling for quite a while, good Magnus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you've been traveling for, I would dare say right now, with everything that you've been doing, at least half a day.
And you've got to remember, it was a day from the college because of the fact you were going over the mountains.
Oh.
He had the guide, though. So it was
He
actually
did have the guide.
It's actually half a day.
Oh, even greater.
So it was actually, what was all the day till daylight, so he got there basically at, right around the time y'all were waking up, so that's about afternoon. Let's just call it that. Yeah,
So
just
I
to
guess
make it
we're going to
easy,
start going up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You start heading up. The staircases are straight. It's still single file, though.
Yep.
And it leads, you're heading up quite a lot of stairs. What feels like maybe 8 to 10 flights worth of stairs
Mm-hmm.
before you reach a door.
Whoever the fuck carved this needs a fucking raise.
Can you describe the door?
The door is a wooden door, with a metal frame. It's kind of like up top. It's kind of a semicircular door, and then it's just straight rectangle down. It's about it's close to the entire length of, or the entire width of the wall in front of you. So basically, again, single file through. The door itself is about 10 foot tall.
Okay. I like to Valdir and ask him to check out the door.
The handle is also metal, and it is almost like it's not quite it's not a knob. It's more like a ring open. Like you grab the ring and pull, kind of door.
Checking the door for traps.
Okay.
Ah, it's not bad. 19.
None that you can see.
Is it locked? Past the handle?
It is not locked.
Kind of give the hand to push back and gesture to Remy to open the door.
I'll pull out my little mage hand again and push the door open.
It's not. You cannot push it open. It does not push open.
Pull it.
Pull works. You pull the door open. It opens to a stone wall right in front of it.
So it's a fake door, basically?
I walk up and touch the stone wall. Feel solid?
No, it feels hollow.
I walk through the door, or through the stone wall?
You run into the wall. Oof.
Yeah, I run into the wall. I try to move it.
It moves.
Well, I
You're
move it
able to
until it's no longer in my damn way.
Mm-hmm. At which point, you move it out of the way, and what you see in front of you
is a Tarask.
Is the maw of a very, very hungry ancient red dragon.
Is a Frisian sandwich.
what appears to be a laboratory
Damn.
I might still be right.
with a lot of materials here. Valdir only. History check, please.
Okay. This ain't gonna be good. Actually, not terrible. 12. Plus nothing, because Valdir's not the
Something-
smartest.
Something is kind of gnawing at the back of your mind, as if something about this place should be worrisome, but you can't quite put your finger on it.
I walk inside.
You walk inside, it is a laboratory.
I start.
Is there anyone in the
No.
laboratory?
There is no one in here.
Yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, how at home is Magnus?
On a scale of 1 to 10, this could be kid in a candy store level of at home, depending. Well, okay, so let's talk about what type of laboratory you see here. Lots of beakers and not tubes, but like test tubes, type of things. Burners and
Alembics.
a lot of liquid materials, a lot of various resources and what appear to be alchemical supplies and things like that. A lot of mixing materials and whatnot. Hey, you see a few of the mushrooms you found from in the deep over here too.
Good to pick some of them up then.
I'm gonna look around for notes.
You also see some fireflies in a jar. You do see a lot of research notes strewn about. They don't appear to have any rhyme or reason to them, but they appear to be mostly observations. of various combinations of liquids and whatnot.
I'm gonna pull a Star Wars here and say I've got a bad feeling about this.
Are there any other doors?
Yes,
open?
actually. Not open, no, but there is one other door on the other side of the room.
And is it the same sort of cave walls around the place?
No, actually. You know what this kind of reminds you of?
God, what?
College.
Yeah.
We're back at the Mage College. Oh, you
Yeah.
little shits.
But I've never been there.
No, it reminds the rest of us, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
GFG, fill in.
Naura, let me get you to make that, now that your character has realized that you're in the Mages College, let me get you to roll that history check one more time, please.
Much better. Natural 20.
Fantastic. Hey, remember those materials that you brought to the Mages College that one time?
Son of a fucking bitch. That's in character.
Master, what'd you
let's-
do? What's wrong?
I recognize these.
Not all of them, by the way. Not all of them. Some of them.
I did a shipping run for these.
Oh, you've got to be shitting me.
But one bit of
I
good
wish.
news coming from this is that whatever they were trying to do with it, they have been unsuccessful with. They've been unsuccessful with whatever experiment that they're trying to do.
I think we should walk straight through this door.
Before you do so, you guys mind filling me in? In character, of course.
Effectively, someone's been experimenting on elves who have been... Well, I don't know how well versed you are in history, but they haven't exactly had the best time of their lives. Had a
They've been
couple
treated by
guys...
shit by everyone.
This is common knowledge for everyone, by the way.
Practically. He was saying it just because he doesn't
Yeah.
know how well
Oh,
versed
yeah.
he is.
I meant that to
In
GFJ
Proxima.
Claire.
In Proxima, ship and crew found a few people who were using these elves for some kind of experiment. Apparently, gesturing over to Remy, to keep them from being possessed by a freak. Not that we believe that, yet.
I'm really starting to.
A
'Cause
couple
I don't
times...
Work with these people.
There were a couple times where we did shipping work to this college for alchemical supplies. Lots of
Sorry,
it.
college?
Mages College.
I just look completely confused.
It was on the other side of the mountains.
Yes. It's a horrible place. Wait, we're at the college, not Everbright.
Yeah, you're at the Mages College specifically. That they have different. They have different structure, architecture. This is very clearly Mages College architecture.
I'm gonna send him. Am I gonna do it?
Oh.
I think we need to do it.
By the way, perception check from the entire party, please.
Not bad. 18.
18. Okay.
May I roll for Aeon?
Yes. This would be sight-based.
Okay. I rely on sight, hearing, or smell. Excellent.
Yeah, this is specifically sight.
Still advantage. Still doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. That 17's looking good. 23's looking good. I think we need this one. Yes. That's the one. Some runes light up on one corner of the room. What appears to be a teleport circle. Somebody's coming
Bonus
back
action.
in, basically.
Hide.
Dispel magic.
Dispel
I
magic.
presume I haven't noticed these.
You're gonna try to throw a dispel magic on this?
Yeah.
Give me a roll on it, please.
Alright. That is an intelligence check. Alright. Wish me luck, everybody.
Yeah, it's a D20 plus your spellcasting attribute.
It's a 22 for my stealth check in case this fails. Just letting you know.
Okay.
Okay, am I allowed to roll stealth too?
You can roll stealth if you want.
I mean, it's not gonna help, but I'm stealthy.
Let me double check to make sure. Can you pop your dispel magic card, please?
Yep, I can pop the... Yeah,
Awesome,
third
thank
level,
you.
'cause I'm not...
You do dispel the circle.
No, and I say that literally. You watch my wand just come up, and you see a glyph start to form. You see me get very aggravated. I just go no. Oh, it worked.
I still look
thank
completely
Christ.
confused as to what is going on.
Remy, we could have used that.
No, nope. This is the Mages College, right?
Yes, you can reasonably suspect that it is. Yes.
We have 2 mages here. This is a college full of them, and this is a hidden department that's researching something they shouldn't be. I'm gonna contact Ned because I think we're gonna have to trek all the way back through the cave to get out of here safely.
Are we in friendly territory?
We thought we were.
The DM
Not
shrugs.
anymore. So I am gonna use sending to Ned.
Okay. What message will you send to him?
Ned, the people who are doing this research with your students, they're from the Mages College. And we're in a laboratory in the Mages College, and I kind of think we're in danger.
Not all that message goes. Let's see. Wait. No, you can. Yeah, you
it's
can.
25 message.
Yeah.
Yep.
25 words or
And that's
less.
the end of it. That's the end of that message.
Valdir is instantly grabbing papers, just ripping them off the walls.
You don't get an immediate response.
I'm guarding the door, still looking very confused as to what.
Please don't let anything come through that door. And by the way, I'm destroying this lab as soon as we leave.
Is there anything I can use to bar the door with?
You get a response, Remy.
Mm-hmm.
One word from Ned. Run.
All right, we need to leave now.
Which way, forwards or backwards?
Backwards.
Hang on. We need to make sure that none of this falls back into their hands. We need to make sure
You
we
watch
get
as
as much of it as
electricity
possible.
starts to charge up into my hands.
We
Get
need
the
to
hell-
take it.
Yes, grab the stuff. I'm just holding it. But I am destroying as much of this lab as I can.
Anything of value if you can as well, but it's secondary.
I fill my bag with everything I can see.
Every paper that's on the walls, on the
Magnus,
desks.
you fill your sack with about 10 pounds worth of research materials. Research papers.
Valdir, it does as well.
That
Or-
would be all the research papers already, right there. So
Just 10 pounds? Okay.
Yeah, 10 pounds of research papers.
Any of this stuff look flammable? Other than the papers?
I mean, there's some various plant-like materials that they're researching on. There's a whole laboratory full of chemicals and whatnot being.
I just start
not actively being
dumping
brewed.
my 2 flasks of oil that I have on those tables that have chemicals, and I'm getting ready to set this place on fire.
Okay.
I take some of the chemicals and start dumping them by the doorway.
Okay.
Move some of these tables up against the door. I don't want them getting in here easily to put this fire out.
Okay. It's going to take you a hot sec to
Valdir
do that,
does.
but yeah.
Valdir does that.
Perception check, whole party.
Coming up.
Perception.
16.
5, 16, 23, 30.
Oh, that is not right at all.
No, that's not.
What
No, it's
the
not.
piss?
Yeah, that's not right.
What's going on with my-
That's not quite right.
I just
How
got
did
26
you
on
roll?
80/20.
How?
Let me, I really don't know. Let me roll my perception
Shenanigans.
button.
How?
Shenanigans. 18. Okay.
The
I think roll
fuck?
20 actually broke. I'm going to refresh before I do anything else because I don't want to lose any of my notes that I'm keeping.
Everyone but Magnus.
Fuck.
Hey, it's okay. I have a dragon.
Everyone but Magnus can hear multiple footsteps, sets of footsteps, 5 or 6 sets of footsteps, moving very quickly through a hallway. They're probably about less than a minute out.
Yeah, there
I
is
presume.
a table in front of the door, wedged in front of the door.
Okay.
All right, are we ready to go?
Let me see your chalk first.
I hand him a piece of chalk.
45 seconds.
On the wall opposite, very quickly, Valdir just writes, "We know."
Cool.
That will
Everyone
work.
out
Give
our
it-
I
doorway.
take the rear.
It'll take you about
Mhm.
15 seconds to do that. You've got 20 seconds now.
I use Presto to spark the oil.
Use Presto to spark the oil. A huge fire erupts from the oil, consuming some of the chemicals. It is a foul stench in the room. Everybody who is still in the room, roll Constitution saving throw.
I think,
Oh,
it's,
down
I
the
think it's
stairs.
just me. I'm
Just
at the
you.
edge of the doorway.
I need a Constitution saving throw. 21 will pass. You're good.
All right, and the very last thing I'm going to do is what I was
10 seconds.
told them I was going to do. I'm releasing a lightning bolt through the center of the room. Straight towards the door, straight through as many of the tables as possible.
You send a lightning bolt right through the table, right through the door. A lightning bolt cracks through the door. Give me a second here, as I need to make rolls. Because you caught them just as they turned the corner. That's a pass. That's a fail. That's a fail. That's a pass. And the last one didn't turn the corner just yet. So 2 hit for half damage. 27 damage, okay. You can hear screams on the other side of the doors. The light, as you can tell that it's hit a few of them as they're coming in. You know they're right there. 10 seconds.
We're fucking gone.
You're gone. Do you put
We're
the?
gone.
Do you put the?
I put the stone. I'll put the stone back since I'm in the back, and I can catch up.
Is that necessary? Because I think I can open it pretty
Too
easily
late. It's
myself.
his. It's his call on this one. It's too late.
Yeah, it's an action for me to do that. I close the stone.
And as you finish closing the stone, you hear the door open on the other side.
Do I get
Just
a bonus
in time.
action really quickly?
I'm gonna rule no if you want to close that on time.
All right.
Just as you close it, just as the door opens on the other side, you think you have reason to believe that you were not seen.
I just start
Based on
like
the timing.
waving my finger. I say nothing. I just start pointing down.
Valdir's actually going to gesture back, gesturing to the roof of the staircase, and doing like a falling fingers motion.
Oh, I can do that, but that's gonna be fucking loud.
By the way, did you just close the wall, or did you close the door as well?
I'm gonna slowly close the door after I got the wall. The wall was the important part for me. I'm gonna slowly close the door.
Let's make this as a dexterity saving throw, please. To avoid for any creaking and whatnot. Let's say dexterity saving throw. Is it the
It's
same
the
as
same
your dex?
number. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that'll pass then. Yeah, it doesn't make a sound as you close it very quietly.
Valdir's going to gesture like down the stairs, and gesture to Remy, and gesture to the roof.
You hear a lot of screaming going on in the other room, like shouting at each other. Looks like they're trying to save the research. Looks like their primary focus right now is trying to save the research materials. At which point, a few seconds later, the yelling stops, and you hear what appears to be everyone that was in the room now leaving the room.
Oh, I'm down the stairs by now.
The only one close enough to hear this potentially would be Remy. Remy, I need a perception check. This is a hearing check at disadvantage due to the fact that distance, and it's a whisper.
Oh, why did I not click disadvantage?
That's okay, just roll it one more time.
Alright,
Nat 20 the second time.
probably.
16
Nope.
is good enough.
Hey.
You can kind of make out a whisper. The only thing you can kind of really hear out of it is someone knows. Right before they start leaving the room.
I just put my fingers up to my lips for everyone else.
And you hear what appears to be a spell being cast and a loud explosion within the room. As you can hear what appears to be even more flames engulfing the room. Like immediately more, as if a spell was cast that caused more flames.
I make gestures to Armies asking why he's waking around to get out of here.
Yeah, I'm gonna start walking back down towards the rest of them. They left, and I think they destroyed what was left of the room.
We got the research, though.
So we need to get out of here.
Drop the roof. Make sure they can't come and follow us.
Out of curiosity, how much damage do I think I would have to do to the roof to topple it? If this was, say, force damage?
How are you going to do so? Let's start there.
I was thinking of a 5th level or 4th level magic missile.
4th level magic missile would be 7 bolts, correct?
Yep, 7d4 plus 7.
If you were to cast that spell, I will say that you will make the stairs difficult terrain. With one cast. If you cast it twice, if you cast it 3 times, I'll make it impassable. If you cast it once, I'll make it difficult terrain. And that's it. Let's actually let me count the bolts. Hang on. We'll do it as total bolts.
Alright, so I'll cast
so
it once.
seven would make it difficult. You don't need to roll damage. Just the cast will do fine. 7. I need 20 bolts basically to make it impassable.
That's 7 and 7 is 14. And
2
then
level 1s would do it from there. Because that's 3 bolts.
I'll do it as 2 4th level spell slots and a 3rd level, because that should be just enough.
Okay. 4th level, because it's 3, if I remember correctly, 3, the base is 3, right? The base is...
Yes.
Yeah,
Base is 3.
No, so that's
4,
actually 6.
5,
I'm sorry.
6,
Let me correct my
12,
count.
18.
Let me recalculate, because I calculate on 7, not 6. That's incorrect. Because it's supposed to be off of level... It's supposed to be based off of, to some degree, level 3. So it's 6, 12... Let's see. 10, 15... It's supposed to be... 16 bolts total.
Okay, so the same thing. 2 level 4s and a level 3 would get it then, because that
2
would be
level
17
4s.
bolts total.
Yeah, that'll work. You only have to do a level... Yeah, so if you do that, yeah, that'll work. It's impassable. Right in
And
front
I
of the
will
door.
do it as a level 2 then, since it's 16, so I can hold on to 1 level 3 spell slot.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, you cause a cave-in at that particular point. You have now made that section impassable.
And I am huffing, and I sit down for a second, because that was a lot of magical energy in a very short period of time. Just gonna sit down. Oh, this is... What did we sign up for?
Finland, grab him. We run.
And I think that's a good place to stop the campaign for tonight. That's a good
I
place
think it's
to
a start,
stop.
obvious.
No, I think it's a good place right there.
I wish I could have butted in because I have magic missile and 2 wizard spell slots that I would have added to that to make it easier, but
It
I
happened.
don't think that would have been appropriate to say.
It's okay. If we can get If we can get back to that cavern, I can put up a hut and we can take a small rest and I can be back to fighting shape.
I hope you will be doing okay. Hope I'm okay too. I just inhaled steamy deer.
Yeah, I licked a wall, you inhaled steamy deer. We blew up a lab in the Mages College.
Almost as dangerous as Valdir's cooking.
I did not get hit by a tomb myself.
Oh my goodness. Well, yeah, that happened. Good news, they can't get through the door. Bad news, you're kind of stuck in the tunnels right now. But hey, at least whatever was trying to come after you there isn't going to get you now, right?
I mean,
No.
on the bright side, I have a perfect memory, so I can get us back to the way we came, as long as the tunnels didn't shift.
And so long as you're actually here next.
I'll be here next Sunday.
All right. Well, on that note, this is a good time to close it out. So, thank you so much for tuning in, everybody, to twitch.tv/thatLasanyaGuy. That is the end of today's episode. Be sure to tune in next Sunday as we bring Marasi back in. She'll be back from her vacation, and she's in the Mages Guild. Actually, no, she's in the university. So actually, she's not in as bad a shape as originally thought. But I wonder what would happen at this point. I wonder what the repercussions will be because of everything that just happened. I mean, that's a Mages Guild room. That's a Mages College room. They sort of were involved in blowing it up. So, who knows what'll happen, but we'll find out next time. Thank you so much for tuning in, folks. Once again, my name is Lysanya, not Lasagna, signing out for the evening. Good night, everybody. We will see you next time.